Um,
I don't even really hear what you're talking about.
yeah, I hear it.
I don't know if I'm
That.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah. You mean Iago? Or
Yeah,
that was the
I
parrot,
hear
wasn't
it.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the monkey.
I don't remember the monkey's name.
Wasn't that Abu?
Abu. Abu, I think.
Oh.
Alright,
Yeah.
It says it's loading the map or whatever.
That's fine. It might take a little bit. There's a lot of effects that I put into this.
Cool.
So I put the YouTube link up.
Okay. It's gonna echo me now. Let's put this push to talk shit on.
It's,
What was that sound?
That's Jerry echoing. Shut up, Jerry. Can we put a blanket or something
It says
around his head
hold.
and tie it?
Oh. I know I did this on my other computer, and why is it like...
It says hold.
Oh.
And then
I know I
Jerry
did this on my other computer, and why is it like... Now I get to listen to myself being all stupid.
You should probably mute the YouTube.
Okay, I need to mute YouTube.
Are you streaming already? Is
I
that
get
what
to
the
listen.
feedback is?
No, it's not for me.
You should probably
No.
YouTube.
Is that them feeding back off of themselves?
Did you mute the YouTube?
I'm looking for it. Where'd the freaking window go? Sorry, I'm a little lost today, apparently.
Isn't it in Discord?
Oh, that's right. I was like, where the fuck is it? Sorry, I'm a little lost.
Why don't you open that in its own window separately?
I thought it was. That's why I was so confused.
Yeah.
You butt
Watch on
tube.
Now
YouTube.
I can edit this. Yeah, Google butt sheets.
I thought it was. That's why I was so confused.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Butt tube.
Even sheets.
I thought it was. That's why I was. Oh my
Why don't you mute it? Well, there you go.
Okay,
Wow.
there you go. Sorry.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out this Discord thing.
Okay. Just now I want to go with.
My character looks retarded.
Add entire list of. The feedback's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, now what?
Well, as soon as everybody's ready, did you? So Lisa tells me you guys have your characters ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. The system we're using is a little bit different from D&D. We are using a D100 based system, and we'll just have to quickly port your characters over. Do you have character sheets online or handwritten?
Handwritten.
Okay. Have you got like a blank piece of paper or something? You can just give me your stats and I'll translate them for you.
I don't. Where would I get paper?
Oh, hang
I
on.
mean, there's no translating the stats doesn't really work very well. You'll just have to re-roll them. It's just gonna.
Okay.
There's no actual conversion. I've tried seeing if I
Yeah,
can find like
sure.
a relevant ratio, but I can't find it. It
I was
can't
thinking
because they do like one every couple of points or so. The way my system scales doesn't work out.
Okay. So for your characters, spells and abilities are going to come over one for one usually. As far as your stats go, you're just going to have to quickly re-roll them. And it's only 5d6s, and then you get 6 points to distribute any way you feel like.
You roll a d6 for every stat, and then you, which is strength, dexterity, intelligence, endurance, and perception. If you have wisdom-based skills, they will go off of perception. Anything that is magic-based is going to be intelligence, so on and so forth. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. Your armor class doesn't translate over the same way either. I'll explain that to you in a bit. Also,
Okay.
your health. It's all different.
Yeah.
Changed it all.
So go ahead and roll your 5d6, and then assign your d6 to your strength, dex, and perception and endurance as you want to.
I don't like it, I said. I have a mind to go get him.
Who? Jerry?
Jerry!
Oh, and chuck him outside?
No, why would I chuck him outside?
Why wouldn't
I
you
like
chuck him
them.
outside?
He would get rained on.
He's so loud.
But he's a quail.
It's kind of cold outside right now.
He's
Oh,
got
that's fine.
feathers.
He's got feathers. But I don't want him to get eaten.
It's wet.
Things will eat him.
Here, Josh, you walk him through the rest of character creation, and I'm going to go put on a cup of coffee.
Pot of coffee.
Pot of coffee, yes.
Because I'm going to want some.
Well, that's what I mean by a pot of coffee.
I want...
Alright, so just let me know when you guys get your stats rolled.
All right, it'll just be a couple more minutes. Tony's printing out some new character sheets so we can just rewrite the stats on it.
Okay.
That map rules thing have dice in it.
I just looked up a dice online. It might, I don't know.
There you go. Guess we need pencils.
Hungry.
Does that be a pencil or can I use a pen?
He's yelling because he's hungry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, I got a bunch of pencils right here, dude.
All right. What are we supposed to do?
Here is some food. Jerry.
We roll each one 5 d6s.
Come here.
All right.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me, Jerry?
Gosh.
Need to get the pencil? Want me to get the
Nah, that's
pencil?
all right. Go ahead. Do you have a dice rolling thing?
Yeah.
Is your mic on?
I was trying to figure out
the.
the push to talk thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know. I understand why it's not working.
Whatever. It doesn't
I just feel like I'm annoying.
matter.
Well, look, it says there I recorded it and stopped. Do I have to hit it again now?
Bye, Jerry. Well, I tried to give him food.
It just
and
looks
you know
like you're
what?
typing.
It highlights each time it's on.
That's because he's a jerk.
Yeah. He just threw it everywhere and ran off.
As he does.
I think he's gonna go harass his ladies.
Oh man, you loosed him on the ladies.
Jerry's a rapist. So he's not allowed to live with his ladies.
Hey, can you explain the die rolling part real quick again? I'm sorry.
All right. For each stat, you're gonna roll a d6. So you have strength, dexterity, intelligence, endurance, and perception. Just roll 5d6s and assign them where you want. Perception takes the place of wisdom for if you're translating from D&D. And charisma is comes from intelligence. Anything charisma based goes through intelligence.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you? You having a seizure? I'm not itching.
Nope, stop.
What are you no stopping?
This thing. Stop it. Stop. There. Boom. There we go.
You ready, Shin?
Cool.
And I've got you mint tea with honey in it.
Thank you. I feel like death.
Okay. Have we got the characters ported over?
They're working on
it.
doing their stats now.
Oh, okay.
And I'm using a spare. I'm running my thing off my
Spare
sheet.
stat or a spare character?
A spare character. I'm just
Too bad Netflix doesn't have a phone app.
yeah, that'd be useful.
I bet you could get it to run on an Android though.
Maybe. I
mean,
have
I've
to
got
crack it.
Android apps to run on my PC, so.
Yeah, it's a little harder to get the phone to run. But I'm not
In
gonna
fact,
name it.
the Rocat Power Grid that I use for the Kindle over there is actually an Android app. I got it to run both on my Kindle and the PC, and communicate with each other.
Aren't you badass?
I
Don't
thought that
encourage
was
him.
pretty badass.
Not making fun of you, I just...
Where's that one guy, the physicist? What's his name? The cool physicist dude?
What?
What are you talking about?
Physicist dude?
He's on Twitter all the time.
Tyson?
Yeah,
Tyson?
Tyson?
Oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, yeah. Where's Neil deGrasse Tyson? Pop up out of the woodwork and go,
I thought you were talking
looks
about
like we
Mike
got
Tyson.
a badass over here.
I don't know. Oh, that thing. Yeah. The meme. Yeah, the meme. I gotta name my student.
Name your student?
Yeah. For the character I'm trying to date.
Kid help.
What?
Kid help.
Piney.
Piney?
Piney.
Piney. Oh my god, you guys are the worst at naming stuff. Why do I even ask you?
Death Cooler.
What?
Death cooler.
Death Cooler. That's not even... No, that's just not...
That's not. It's just not.
It's just not.
Fan sock.
Fan sock.
Fan sock. Fantasy socks.
That's how I used to name all of my characters in games that I ran. People would ask me, what's this NPC's name? And I'd have no idea because I just made up the NPC out of thin air. And I'd look around the room, and the first two things that happened to catch my eye would be the character's name. So you had General Pay, Seacan.
So, what about Mitt Crumble?
Mitt Crumble. Mitt Crumble.
Why is there chicken food in the middle of the floor?
Comrade.
It's Jerry's.
Comrade. The pantsless puncher.
So pantsless puncher. How about male bubble?
His name is the Pants. Landless? No, Pantsless.
Or scarf bear?
Get out of here.
Jaime the Pantless.
Bear.
No, the Pantsless Puncher. Do you not remember the Pantsless Puncher?
I remember the pantsless puncher.
Oh, his first name's got to be Henry though.
Henry
Jaime.
the pantsless puncher.
Jaime the Pantless Puncher.
Henry.
Jaime.
No. Henry sounds like a weird name.
It is a weird name.
I don't like it.
Whatever.
How are we doing with the characters?
Haven't heard anything from them in a while.
Did they get disconnected or?
I think they're still there. Are you guys still there? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Press on to
So
talk.
it's supposed to be 1d6 for each stat, right?
Yes.
Okay, so like a stat of 1 is valid.
Yes.
Okay.
Just roll a
Wait,
bunch of
you wanna use it
times
again?
and
I can't
pick your
use it.
stats.
There's gonna be a bunch of intelligence.
What? I didn't hear what you said. What? What are you saying?
Once you do the D6 roll, you're gonna have 6 more points to put wherever you want, which will help kind of level out anything you want to level out.
Okay.
Alright.
And whatever racial bonuses you get for stats, just translate directly over. If it's charisma, it goes to intelligence. If it's wisdom, it goes to perception.
Jeez, I don't remember all this. I made these characters months ago, and then we never played. What are the race bonuses for a halfling?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I'll hang on. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I can look it up while you guys are.
Yeah,
doing
if
stuff.
you look it up, they should get pretty straightforward bonuses.
No, I'll just do it here.
Death. Oh. He's gonna wake up Mika.
Oh my god, no. Or halflings. Halflings.
Hey, Logan.
What?
You're gonna wake up Mika.
Halflings get +2 to dexterity.
Can I have more hot water?
Also, Lucky, I
Actually,
think.
Just go
Yeah, I'm
ahead.
looking.
Lucky.
Just go ahead and push that button.
Trying to figure out where that is.
Perfect.
I believe Lucky just means once per day you can take any roll at advantage.
Yep. Yeah. Well, pretty much. Oh, you can re-roll, but you must use the new roll.
Oh, it's when you roll a 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah. So basically, you roll
I'm
poorly.
kind of excited to roll a 1.
Yeah.
The best, since you can't really roll a 1 in your system on an attack roll,
You can.
it's hard.
Somebody managed it.
Yeah.
Sin managed it. It was Sin.
Oh yeah.
You do. You have advantage on saving throws against being frightened, and if you roll really poorly, you can re-roll. But you must take the new roll. So we can translate that to like
Under
like 10.
Under 5.
Under 5?
Because 1 out of 20 is about 5%. So.
Yeah. Your base move speed is 25 feet. And you are considered small.
Yes. Where's the base move speed on this paper? Oh,
Speed.
I see. 25.
Hey, Melissa, do you remember Kevin Flowers?
Flower powers. Oh my god.
Kinda,
What
why?
shit did I do?
He was over here yesterday, and he said that he might join the campaign also.
Oh, cool.
He remembered you.
I feel like I remember Kevin Good, but better than I really remember
He
Flower.
got married to Amy. I don't remember her last name.
From Glenelg?
Yeah, from Glenelg. All those Glenelg kids. I'm still talking to Lauren.
Oh, Visnick?
Yeah,
Cool.
occasionally.
I'm kind of just Facebook friends with her, but I follow her, I stalk her.
Yeah, same. We're so terrible. We just stalk all the people that we like.
That's weird, guys.
It makes me wonder how many other people are secretly stalking me that I don't even, maybe I don't even know them, because I'll just friend most people. Like back when I was into reptiles, I would friend all kinds of reptile people, just accept.
I'm super private with my Facebook.
That's only because you were locked out of it for 3 months.
No, it has more to do with I've had stalkers in the past.
Oh, yeah.
That'll
For some
do
reason,
it.
I don't have to worry about that. It's weird.
Maybe because you're not naked on the internet?
What?
That'll do it.
I'm not? Comrade, what have you done?
What? That was
I'm
one
in.
time.
Just
Wow,
saying.
guys.
I don't have it on mute right now. Should I put it on mute?
No, you're
No.
fine.
We're all
Okay.
friends here.
I still couldn't figure out the push to talk. It doesn't work on my Mac. I got it figured out on my other computer. I don't understand the Mac. I don't know.
I don't understand Max at all.
Nobody understands Macs. That's why they're Macs. They capitalize on
Oh,
the
so
idea
where are you
that
at with
nobody
your stats?
understands
You
them.
added the
So I
2
put
for
them
the
there.
race. So then they said you get 6 to distribute.
Okay. So basically, I want to do strength and dexterity, I think, right?
What are you again, a ranger?
Yeah.
I think dexterity is the most important thing.
What's your name of your character again?
D, fat bottom.
Awesome.
D, fat bottom.
It's a hobbit name, you know? Halfling, I mean.
I was gonna name mine Frig Newton, but then I decided it was too much.
Why?
Go away.
Frig Newton, really?
Brig Newton.
Gravy?
Gravy Newton?
Gravy Newton? What?
Gravy Newton.
Yum. All right, so yeah, 6
7,
points.
8, 9.
Where was your herb sheet?
Here.
Going on.
What? Yeah, strength and dexterity.
Alright, so why don't I do 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll make dexterity 9. Wait. It's a good thing I have a lot of racers.
Poop.
Poop.
Yeah, I'm just like over here.
And
Dying.
Don't do that.
Alright, there's my stats.
Okay, you got the stats figured out?
Yep.
Alright. So your health is gonna be, it starts at base 50, and then for every point of endurance you add 10% health. So it's 50 times point whatever your health is time plus 50. Actually, it's probably easier if I just type this out in here. Let me do this.
Okay.
50.
Yes, I'm a visual learner.
So constitution is endurance now? Is that what's happening? Yep.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm gonna be One sweaty hobbit because it's very low. The hobbit gets poop easily.
Okay. There's a little formula down there. It's going to look like that. It's relatively simple. Or if you prefer, I could do it. If you just tell me what your endurance is, I can tell you what your health should be. Okay.
Really bad.
Your health is going to be 65.
The hit points right there.
Oh. You said 65.
Yep, 65.
Okay. Alright.
I guess minus 70 then. Okay.
All right. So your armor is gonna change. Everyone has base 1. That's just your base armor. Your armor is gonna be different for the level of armor you're using. If you're using like light armor, it'll be like your armor will be modified. Well, your moderate. Sorry, I have aphasia. Words sometimes come out as garbage. So your armor is going to start at a base, and then it's going to be modified by endurance as well, using that same formula. But so if you tell me what your armor is, I can tell you how much armor you're actually going to have, instead of making you calculate it and figure it out. So
We both have leather armor.
both have leather. So okay, so that's going to be
So that lightweight.
So it's plus that. So you're both going to have about 4 armor total. Oh wait, actually I need the other. Okay, names again. I've forgotten your names. Melissa? Okay. Melissa, yours is 3, and other person.
Yeah, yeah.
What was
Sorry, yeah.
What was yeah? Melissa, yours is 3. Who's the other guy? Help, somebody. Melissa, and okay, Tony. Tony, what's your endurance?
What do they need?
Endurance.
4.
4? Okay.
So right, that goes.
Yours is 4. So,
Right. Okay.
cool. So,
Strong.
So really.
So I'm mad. She's been pregnant for
4
tiny for me.
months? Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Hey, one of your best friends been pregnant for 4 months, doesn't tell you. Wouldn't it make you mad? I don't know. I feel kind of upset.
One of my best friends got married and didn't tell anybody, so.
What the fuck?
one of my best friends went and had an aneurysm and didn't tell me.
Jesus. Yeah, right?
I get
I
it.
thought he called you from the hospital.
My bad.
No, I found out like
He
a
said
year
she's
or
not-
2 later.
How was I gonna
What?
call you? You were in Iraq.
That's true. I was in Iraq,
What
but
was I gonna do? Send
The,
you like,
she's been
Oh.
lying to us this whole
Oh my
time.
god, you
I
liar!
don't even know what API to use.
I used a sat phone, a sat radio to call my girlfriend at the time, which is
Misuse of military equipment.
absolutely, and it was really hard to do. Do you know how hard it is to program a sat phone to call just a regular?
I know.
phone
There
number on
goes
the other
their
side of the
life
planet?
too.
Breach of OPSAT.
Ah,
Jesus. I'm sorry. Sat.
All right, so I got armor class. What's next?
All right. So you got your health, you got your armor class, you got all the other stuff. So when you're pretty much ready if you've got your stats and skills. The major things to know are when you roll damage, you will roll whatever the dice it says, D6, D4, D8, so on and so forth. Then you will add the related stat, your bonus to it, just the entire stat. There's no conversion to be done. You just add that damage to the damage. So let's say you have...
If you swing a club, it's 1d4 plus your strength.
Yeah.
All right.
So on and so forth. Unless...
That's for damage only. To hit is always a d100.
Yep. You roll a d100. Any weapon on your list of weapons for your class and race you're considered proficient with. You don't take any detriments to those. But anything outside of that, you take a -10 penalty to. Anything you have proficiencies with, like bonuses with, you get an additional +10 for each level of bonus that you have for that weapon. +10 to hit.
All right.
All right. What are your classes? Just so I know.
Ranger. Melissa's a ranger, and
And you say that again? You cut out.
The halfling is a ranger,
Okay.
and Tony is a bard.
Okay. So for range stuff, your whatever the optimal range is for your ranged weapon, whatever the base is, the lowest possible range, you start at 90% chance to hit there, and then for any distance you move away from that, you in either direction, you get a minus 10%. It's going to be based off of the distance. So
yeah, don't worry too much about the difficulty. I'll be changing difficulty of the shots based on the context.
Yeah, so that's...
Where's Jerry?
Oh, I see. This is where I'm supposed to be reading this stuff. I'm like looking at this thing like I'm lost.
Okay, so... Alright, that should be pretty much it. If you've got your spells and stuff figured out for your bard. And everything should be good.
yeah, I had them all. They're all allowed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put him back.
So, just so you know, difference in rules. In melee combat, when you initiate or an enemy initiates melee combat against you, both people roll, and whoever wins the roll does damage. It's kind of literally a double-edged sword. And for magic, it works the same as weapon damage. You add your intelligence to the damage of whatever you roll. Also, crits are handled differently in this game. They're not based off of how accurately you hit. They're based off of whether or not you roll max damage. So, if you roll a d6 and you roll a 6, that's considered a crit. Crits in this game don't do extra damage. They do apply debilitating effects to enemies, though. And so when you roll a crit, Nick will roll a d6 to see where it hits, and then you will roll a d20 to see the severity of the crit. Catch all that?
I mean, I guess I'll have to learn as we go.
Yeah. That's
fine. It's pretty easy to catch on to once you get going.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but it's surprisingly intuitive. It's much better than the first couple runs we had. So.
Right. All right.
So I think we're good to go.
Okay. We're ready to switch places so I can...
Do you have all your stuff? Did you have weapons down? You want to translate all this stuff over? It's going to be important for you while you play.
All of them.
Don't translate the
big screen.
But put this part, the 1d6, the 1d8, and then instead of 1, you're adding this.
Okay.
Or whatever it is.
Okay.
So shorter staff would be 1d6 plus 7. Well, you don't, I guess. They have their. We have two different things.
Oh, sorry. Can't wait that small.
All right. So if everybody is ready, Lisa, are you ready?
Yeah, it's 1d6 plus 7. Which trumps.
Unless you want to use the dice roller
Longbow.
on my phone,
1d8
so you can have your own little thing.
plus 9.
I'll give you my phone and a dice roller.
Short sword. 1d6. I assume that's a melee thing. 1d6 plus 7.
Although eventually we're gonna need to find my dice.
1 back.
I know.
1d6 plus 7.
Take a look. Okay. So give me a quick breakdown of your characters. Just so I know who we're playing with here.
Should start fun.
Yeah, sure.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, so her name is D Fatbottom. She's a halfling. Should I just go down her stats?
No, just tell me a little bit about your character. Like,
Oh, snap. Okay.
What does she look like?
Background history.
whatever
Story.
you'd want us to know about your character.
She's a halfling.
Well, she's a halfling. She's a ranger, an outlander. She's chaotic good.
How about like the backstory?
Okay, the backstory. Yes,
How
yes.
does she dress? Does she walk tall with her shoulders back? Does she kind of sneak furtively around? Does she
Get
tend to
down off the couch, you
stay
animal.
out of open areas and tend to be towards, easy cover?
Yeah,
Brazen,
pretty
cover
small.
her
She
eyes.
kind of likes to try to avoid danger.
It says personality traits. Feels more comfortable around animals. What does that part say?
Neutral. Natural. I can't read my own handwriting. Natural, which is neutral. The natural world is most important to her.
All right. Tony, how about your guy?
Her name is Celestia. She's a half-elf bard. Her spell focus is in exotic dance.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Lisa, tell us about your character.
I have an Avriel elf, which is apparently an extinct species of
Cool.
elf
Apparently
Not
not
extinct.
extinct.
with
Non-extinct.
a rare,
It's an extant.
a rare,
You're on the list.
a rare form of elf with wings that apparently were almost exterminated during a war with dragons.
They have wings.
Yeah,
Ooh.
like bird wings.
I'm thinking the dark crystal. Oh, okay, never mind. Like little angels. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Nick was thinking too. I was like, nope, not fairies.
Like a cupid?
Like an angel.
Josh, a little bit about your guy.
So I'm playing. Normally I'll be playing a different character, but for tonight I'm playing one of the students of my other monk character. His name is Henry the Pantsless Puncher. He's prone to taking his pants off and punching people and getting drunk. He's not the best student, but he's at least reliable in a fight.
He is a monk who started practicing drunken boxing and stopped at the drunken part. Alright. So, D, Celestia, and you went through so many names. I can't remember which one you took.
I didn't take any of them. I don't know what my name is.
Oh my
So,
god.
so she's like nameless.
D,
I mean, that's
Celestia,
the thing.
and
For
Noname.
now, she is
Noname.
Noname.
We're calling her Noname.
But that's not her name.
Well, when you come up with a name, you can replace
It'll be
Noname.
part of her mysterious nature.
What if her name is just like a sound, but it's like their own fairy language? Like, how do you know to even write that? Like the quail noise. Think of the quail noise.
I'm just gonna call you Lisa then.
No. She doesn't have a name.
I can't refer to your character by no name unless I start calling her Noname. So
Just
it's
put her
either
species down
Noname
or
or
something.
Lisa. Pick one.
You could just say the elf.
Fine.
The other one's half an elf.
She is Theelf.
Theelf.
Theelf? Really?
Theelf.
Stop trying
Theelf?
to name my elf.
Okay. Celestia, D, and the elf. You find yourself in the tavern at Glimmering. Powerful storm has forced you inside, halting your travels for a minute. Inside, it's dim, poorly lit, and smells heavily of hops and malt. At a table in the center, you can see a monk, who's obviously a monk, deep into his cups. However, he still appears rather sober, despite the many, many tankards about him. Over in a corner, sitting almost covered in shadow, is an elf, with her hood pulled up.
You don't know I'm an elf. I got a hood pulled up.
Is a
Get out of here.
person with their hood pulled up.
But what about the wings? Can you see them or what?
No, they're
cannot.
under the cloak.
You cannot.
But
You two have just
We've
entered.
already
And
had this conversation.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
you cannot see the wings yet.
All right.
We're unaware of them.
Okay.
Is there a hump under the clothes then?
There is not. There is
There's
no
no
indication of
tightly
anything
folded,
amiss.
very
Pressed
tightly.
All right.
firmly against my back.
Yeah, she's an expert at concealing.
Okay. As you two walk,
Do you have a concealed carry?
Concealed to carry wings.
as you two walk through the tavern, the barkeep nods to you and beckons you over.
All right.
All right. So now I just go, right?
I heard that.
Sorry, this is only my second time playing this stuff. I'm a little.
Okay, if you're watching the YouTube stream, you can see the town of Glimmering. You're in the building due west of the well.
All right.
Which building are we in?
This building right here, due west of the well.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna like it.
Is this all streaming?
Yes.
Are we streaming?
Yes.
Yep.
Public can watch us.
Yep.
I farted.
Yep.
Because there's two watching, so obviously it's just like us.
Yeah.
I'm not watching.
No, we are watching.
Oh. Why are we watching?
Because I have to.
I'm just being a pain.
So the bartender introduces himself as Rook and asks if you two would like anything to drink or eat.
How hungry am I? I'm pretty broke. Where's the money on? That's not accurate though, because that's from that other campaign.
Yeah, I mean, how much are drinks?
I don't know
Well-
how much money I have to start with.
Drinks are going to be 1 copper, and a good loaf of bread and some cheese will cost you 2. A room
do
is
we start
half a
with?
silver. Handful of change. So
That doesn't describe anything.
several
That's-
coppers and 2 silver. Happy?
Thank you.
All right. I asked the innkeeper if he has any, because that's more my interest.
You cut out there. Any what?
Huh?
You
She
cut
said-
out when you said the name of whatever you were talking about.
Oh, I asked if he has any work, actually, or knows of any work.
How do you say
Hey,
that
can
word
I,
one
can
more
I be
time?
right? Hey, be right back. I'm just gonna restart Discord. I just realized the reason why it doesn't do push to talk. You have to restart Discord for it.
Okay.
Be right back.
Can you type that word while you're restarting it? Not be right back.
I was asking about work, like jobs,
Oh,
money.
work.
Yeah, work.
Okay, for some reason Discord kept cutting you off at the W.
Because it's on the freaking censor shit. I just want to restart it real quick.
Censoring.
Okay, it's censoring
our
work.
voice,
Censoring.
you know?
Yeah, well, it is a
Work
bad
is a
word.
dirty
I mean, it's
word.
sensing our
Work is a
voice.
trigger word.
Hey, that's a trigger word for me too. Hey, be right back. Be right back.
Okay.
Seriously, 1 second. Sorry.
So Henry, my student, specializes in drunken boxing, but is still focuses. I think all of my students are gonna use some kind of potions or stuff or drinks to alter all of their combat.
That's
I think
fair.
that's basically gonna be my whole shtick with my monk thing.
Sounds good.
So he also has health potions that he's going to throw at people.
Okay.
He doesn't have my special stick though, so he's gotta punch people.
Relegated to punching.
Well, I mean, he has a stick. But
Are we
it's not
back?
as mine.
I'm still here.
Back.
Still didn't do my push to talk thing, but I don't know. Maybe I can put the sensitivity up or something.
Yeah, sensitivity usually works.
Why are you holding the microphone like a microphone?
Output volume.
Because it's the microphone.
Why don't you just leave it on the desk?
Push to talk. Oh my.
Because I want it as close to all of us as it can be, so we don't sound as far away as we could.
Yep. Yay! Okay, I figured out push to talk. Sorry, it was like a separate thing I had to go to. What the heck?
Okay.
Yeah, so I introduced myself to the bartender as a traveling bard and asked if he has any work for me.
Well, I don't have any work for you, but the temple might have some errands for you to run. And I hear there's a few schools around here that teach martial arts. Every now and then they'll have some people go and do tasks for them.
Okay, cool.
In fact, there's one of them sitting at the table over there. He's been here all day drinking.
All right, thanks for the tip. I head over to the table where the suspicious character is sitting.
Am I the suspicious
You
character?
are the suspicious character, as always.
That makes sense. How's it going? I'm Henry, the pantsless puncher. They call me the pantsless puncher. Would you like to drink?
I would like to drink, but in order for that to happen, I'm gonna need some change. I hear you have some work.
I mean, I personally don't have some work, but you know, my master sometimes needs odd jobs done. What kind of work are you looking to do?
My specialty is exotic dance.
I mean, you could probably make better money in the tavern than at a dojo, but you're welcome to try.
All right, sounds good. Hook me up.
Well, I don't even know what to say to that. I'd be a little confused. Hook you up? Like, I don't know. How would I hook you up? You're already here.
Buy a lap dance.
I don't want to buy a lap dance. He's Henry the Pantsless Puncher. That would get awkward fast.
Just then, a young elf burst through the door. She's only maybe in her 70s or 80s, and still looks like she's only in her 50s. She runs right up to the bartender, saying, "Rook, Rook, oh, it's horrible. Our daughter's been taken. They have a quick conversation, and then Rook looks over at the table where everybody's drinking.
Who's rude?
He's the bartender.
Oh, okay.
And he says, "Hey, if you're still looking for work, I think I have something for you, but it's urgent. And you from the temple, can you help us? The dojo, whatever."
Celestia rises to the occasion, saunters over and says, I would be happy to help.
Where'd Melissa go?
Oh.
She's still here. I think she's just following me quietly, right?
Okay.
Uh,
So she
no, D tentatively puts her hand up as if trying to wave for the bartender's attention. She's pretty short. Most people just look right over her head. Actually, sir, I'm pretty hungry. I'm always hungry. It's really rough problem.
If you do this
But,
for me, all the food will be on the house. My daughter's been taken. She was lost on the outskirts of town. There is only the only evidence left was some
All of a sudden
scales.
Go cold Scottish.
Shut up.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
I can't do accents all the time, okay? There's a lot of people here.
What are you?
He look at himself. I'm pretty sure I'm human.
so the scales must not have come from them.
No, I didn't take my own daughter. She was playing outside the town and has disappeared. The only evidence of anything was some scales left. We know of a cave nearby. No one goes there. Some lizards have been seen in the area and nobody goes near. That must be where she is.
Why does no one go
Yes,
there?
dude. Lizards totally have scales. That's true. That's probably where she is. All right.
The mention of scales and the like pique my interest from the dark corner of the bar.
From the dork corner.
The dork corner of the bar.
Okay, the young elf, whose name is Dosa, sees you look up and sees one of your ears just underneath the hood. Says, "Oh, a fellow elf, would you help me, please?"
Does she say it in Elvish, or is she
Yes,
just
she says it in
screaming
Elvish.
at me in English?
No, she says it in Elvish.
Yeah,
She wishes
Celestia hears
to
that
speak
shit
to
too
another
because she's a
elf
half
or
elf,
human.
and she's like, "Hey, I'm an elf too," because she's really proud of her elf heritage.
Celestia,
Yes,
does she speak Elvish?
she does.
Oh man,
Okay.
wait till they meet Grok. This is gonna be great.
Hilarious. Okay.
D speaks Elvish
So I
too.
quietly
Yeah, actually, I think D
stand
speaks Elvish. No, you only speak Common and
Oh,
Decent.
never mind. Sorry.
in a very calm and. What did you do?
He deleted everything.
No, that's stupid. Come on, there's turn off after 10 minutes.
In a very calm voice
Oh.
in Elvish, I say, show me where she was taken.
No? Doza would say, I don't know exactly, but I can show you where I think she's been taken. Please follow me, quickly.
Henry would get up and grab a pitcher of whatever it is he's drinking, some kind of ale, I assume, and would follow them out the door.
Okay, Doza would lead the way south out of town. After about an hour of traveling, it would begin to get dark, but you'd arrive at a cave. Standing outside the cave, you can hear the sound of things furtively slithering within the cave, making just enough noise to echo out. The cave itself is dark, and you can see... Thank you.
What?
That's
Hey,
slithering
real-
sounds!
Oh,
Wait,
And you
which
can
one
see...
is who on the map?
Okay, so this is Lisa, or the elf.
Elf.
This is Oh, that's right. I can
I
assign.
can't see what you're pointing to though.
Uh,
Oh, I see your mouse now. Okay, it was tiny before.
Hold on. Let me assign ownership to you guys because you joined, right? You're D fat bottom.
Yeah.
There we go. So one of you is going to be
We're gonna go through all of the avatars later
Yeah.
and find better looking.
the elf with black hair, and one of you is the elf with blue eye makeup.
Celestia's all about that blue eye makeup.
Excellent.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, I'm holding
All right,
X.
yeah, this push to talk thing's
So I'm the chainmail monk then?
Yes, you're the chainmail monk. I just grabbed these friggin'
So
tokens at random because nobody picked
this
one.
is that me or no? This is
That
me.
one with the blue makeup, you said.
Okay, but we don't see this on the map.
What?
Yeah, how do I use this map tool thing?
Click and
I
drag.
just see like it looks like a big river and like trees and stuff.
Oh,
no
sorry.
problem.
Click in the upper right, select map, and then select the lizard cave.
Oh, gotcha. So it just had me in the whole giant generic
Yeah,
map.
that's one of the downfalls of map tool is if I don't save the campaign and exit map tool on the map I want to load first, it'll load whatever map I was editing last first
Then why don't you?
because I forget to do it all the time.
How do I move? Like,
So
can
you're
I
just
move
gonna
through the
click
map?
and drag your character. Click and drag your token.
Click and drag.
You should be able to move them. You have ownership now.
How do you scroll on the map?
You hold down right click, or I guess in your case, Apple click.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Macs are like weird black magic bullshit or something.
They really are. I hate
Yeah.
them. She loves
You
them.
should just be able to click and drag on your character and move them.
You guys even have two buttons on a Mac? It's just like one.
No, it's just one button. Yeah.
Why am I
Fuck you,
behind
Steve.
everybody? Put me in front.
Why would you want to be in front?
Because I'm anxious to see where this thing was, where the scales, the blah blah blah.
All right. Fuck. Jesus.
God.
Do you talk like that? Is that what your character sounds like? Your character sounds like this all the time.
Okay. Well, the night is cool, and you can smell a rancid, rotting smell emanating from the cave.
Yum. Don't I have heightened senses?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Pretty sure I do.
You have wings.
Then you can doubly smell the rancid, rotting smell.
Oh, you moved it.
You moved it!
Yay!
How dark is it?
It's nighttime. Oh, do either of you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me change your view distance then. When you hold the mouse over your guy, okay, you have dark vision, good. When you hold the mouse over your character, you can see by the white outlines where they can see. Does D have dark vision?
She's still trying to figure out how to scroll. I don't think she does. No.
Yeah, I don't think halflings get dark vision.
Yeah, I don't think halflings get that.
Does your monk have dark vision?
No, he's human, I think.
Okay.
I just made him a basic human, bro.
Cool.
We don't want to do anything
Right.
too fancy.
Did either of you, did D or Henry want to light a torch?
I'll light a torch.
Okay.
Down.
So you're now carrying a torch. Okay, so Henry lights a torch and holds it above his head,
Yay!
making it a little easier for D to see. I forgot to do shadows on the bushes.
Oh.
So you are now standing around outside the cave.
That's definitely a cave. That's what Henry says.
All right, so is the woman still with us? The elf?
Doza is waiting back further away from the cave. She's too afraid to get too close to the cave.
All right, well, can I look for any evidence of like blood or a struggle near the entrance?
Okay. So, Celestia, you're going to move towards the entrance.
Yeah, why not?
All right, go ahead and move your guy towards the entrance.
So that's you, diva female.
Yeah, I'm the diva.
And then I'm the blonde one, I guess.
No, you're the black-haired one.
That
This is-
weird. Oh, okay. That one looks angry. Shit. Okay.
That
don't mess
says
with her.
elf male.
Yeah,
These are just
Random-
placeholders right
yeah.
now.
There are 6,400 tokens you guys can select from to pick just the right character,
Oh,
including
cool.
halflings, but nobody picked them, so you got what you got right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Wait, that's me. It says when I click on it, it says DFAP. I guess they both will because it is me.
That's ownership, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So where do you want to go to?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna like
What
look
about you?
around there, yeah, like
Right
near
here?
the entrance.
25?
Yeah.
Okay. So give me a perception roll. That's just a D100 plus your perception.
Can I also roll for perception and shit?
Yeah, if you want to.
Where's the? I don't even know what I'm rolling.
A D100 plus your perception bonus.
I don't remember where my.
Where's your notebook?
I got an 81. Where's my notebook?
I don't know where your
My notebook was
is.
here.
I don't know where your notebook is.
Did the baby take it?
Maybe. Is that it on the floor right there?
It's blue.
All right, I got 26.
Did the baby take my character?
Okay,
I can't find my
Celestia.
own shit.
You search about on the ground for a minute, and you come to the conclusion that it's quite dirty in here.
I need my character.
I think you took it. Did it drop between the cracks in the seat?
I'm looking now. I don't think so because I had the pen stuck in it.
Is it doing it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna go look in the other room.
Like his phone's.
Okay, I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee while Lisa looks for her character that our son stole.
Oh god.
So, sorry, quick intermission for like 5-10 minutes.
While we figure out what happened. My leg fell asleep.
Dang it.
Found it? Okay.
Coffee.
It's 81 plus 9.
Okay.
That 90.
So you can see slight drag marks in the dirt made by a very light creature being drug into the cave.
Okay. That's all.
Well, you can also
Smell anything? I don't hear anything.
Testing. All right.
can smell.
I think it's on there.
What do I smell? Keep in mind, I know what a dragon
Sensitivity.
smells like.
Well, you don't smell dragon. You do smell some sort of reptile that may be related, but it smells sour, unlike dragon.
Okay,
You
so
can-
it's not a dragon.
You can smell the foul stench of many different types of meat rotting within, and you can tell from the slight drag marks that the small creature was not moving when it was being drug in.
So, can thing?
Oh, there's instant coffee right to the right of the stove in the brown triangle box.
I saw it. Okay.
Yep. Okay, do you tell everybody else what you saw?
No.
Okay, so the elf walks over and examines the dirt. and then looks up.
No, I don't look up. I look into the cave.
Or looks into the cave.
I'm on my own mission. I haven't joined.
Okay.
Okay, well
I
then
have-
do
Oh, I don't have to
something.
push.
I am
All
doing
right.
something. Go into the
I asked, what do your elf eyes see?
I respond,
Are they taking the hobbits to Isengard?
My character would not laugh. She says, it's a reptilian being within. We may be too late.
All right, Celestia readies her crossbow.
In we go! Or in I go.
Yeah, I ain't going in first.
I'm going.
Okay, you're going in?
And I think I have light.
You're gonna cast a light?
Yes, I do have light.
You have dark vision too, right?
I do have dark vision.
Okay, and you're gonna cast a light.
Apparently my skills also include perception.
I forgot what all these spells
So,
do.
I'm gonna sit down here, and you're gonna
I
move.
remember
So is
Tasha's
that an
hidden
extra
chapter, but
point,
that's
or
what I
is
said
it just...
You're gonna, whenever you roll to see if, oh no, your perception shouldn't be, perception's not a skill, you get bonuses.
You don't have spells as a ranger until
Oh,
level
that's
2.
right. Okay.
But I already... That I didn't put in my bonus.
Yeah, so you get it, whatever you put in, you get an additional. You can chill here with me, but
Point. Whatever. So yeah, I cast light.
Okay. Where do you cast it?
Or that's a cantrip. That's not a cast.
but you still have to cast it.
Yeah.
I
Where
start glowing.
you start glowing.
I start glowing.
Okay.
I hold out my hands and I start glowing.
What is the radius on that light?
It doesn't say. Where?
30 feet.
30 feet?
30 feet.
Got it. The elf begins radiating light, helping everyone to see a little better.
So, I'm gonna have Henry drink one of his special little potions here. It's just
I'm just gonna hide out here. Fuck this shit.
it's basically just liquor, but since he...
No, I have to come. I'm gonna just hide behind you.
I think you're stronger than I am. Well,
Alright,
you
so-
used to be. I don't know what your stats are now.
Not now. It's 7.
Nice.
Right.
That's you?
Yeah.
Head towards that light.
Don't head towards the light.
No, don't head towards the light. Go around the outside.
Oh,
Go around this
the
way?
outside.
you found
Like that?
Oh,
Yep.
you found a head. There's a head over there.
Okay. Give me a perception.
Another 100.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Plus, what are your perception bonuses?
48 plus 10 now.
There you go.
Okay,
So
you-
58.
You do not notice it.
I do not notice the head.
Nope.
You do not notice the creature.
You don't notice it.
Go
What's happening?
around the outside. Around the outside.
Okay. And you're walking silently enough that the creature doesn't notice you.
So there's some kind of creature there.
I guess I should follow.
Okay.
I'm just gonna follow her.
Yeah, we follow. Go, move
Everybody's,
my thing over
everybody's following.
Where'd the other dude go?
up there.
Where did
Yeah.
Lisa go?
Up that way.
Here?
Go
How
around
far?
the outside.
Okay.
Don't go all the way around. They'll see
Yeah, I'm
you.
moving you.
Oh shit.
Go
Right
over
here?
there. Yeah, put me there. I don't see anything.
Yeah, how come their tokens disappeared?
Because you
Yeah,
can't
yours
see
did
them.
You
too.
can't see them.
If I select Henry,
Oh, okay. I can't see them because they're behind something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry, give me a
Oh.
perception.
Weird.
Also, D, give me a perception as well.
101.
101. Henry, through your drunken haze, you notice something moving in the glow of the firelight to your right.
Do 100.
So I know roughly
You
what
roll
it
the
is.
D100
It's a
and
lizard.
add
You can
your
clearly see its scaly skin.
I'm gonna bite it.
19.
And you go
Man,
fight it.
this thing accurate.
23?
All
Butcher.
right.
Oh my god. My character is just. I put a hand out and say, no, wait.
It's too late.
Yeah, too late.
You're around the corner at this point.
All right. Everybody give me your initiative score.
Your initiative, because I didn't mention it earlier, it's your dexterity plus your intelligence. Mine is 11.
Mine is 16.
Mine is 13.
15.
Where do I put that right here?
16,
I'm
15.
not fighting it. He's fighting it.
I am.
And
Do not have a whole lot of intelligence. I've got 3. 3
Oh. Leave me some more hot water
Do I still need this?
I'm in the middle of something.
He does have a microphone.
Hey guys, do I still need to be streaming the YouTube thing in the background? Like, if I can see the app now.
You don't need to.
Yeah, no.
Alright,
There's
because
a
it's
10
heating up my
second delay
computer mad hot.
Yeah, you can turn that off.
Yeah. I'd like to do it nice and smooth.
Yeah, that's not needed anymore because there's no other visuals really to put up that aren't in map tool.
Okay.
Okay, so the elf, you go first.
This guy. No, I'm watching this guy run in there.
Okay, so you hold action.
Yep.
Celestia, you're up.
what's happening? I don't see anything.
No, the reptile saw you as well.
Oh.
So you can hear them hiss and you can hear scurrying.
Yeah, you're
The
fighting.
reptile saw everybody else trotting past the entrance, just clomping around in their big ass boots.
So I'm the only one that's.
I am not sneaky.
Yeah, no one is sneaky. In fact, he's wearing bells for some reason. No, I don't know what you're wearing.
I don't know. I've got a torch.
All right.
He's holding a torch.
He's holding a torch and he's drunk.
And you're glowing.
You are.
I am glowing.
And somehow it missed you. There's like a glowing elf, and then like.
It's
dude
just
with a
like
torch.
whatever. It's that random glowing orb.
And then I
So
come.
can I see the thing?
Mhm.
Well, you can't see it from where you are, but you can hear. Everybody can hear these things moving around and coming towards you.
So I know where it is. Can I take a shot at it from here?
No, you
Cannot
can't see it.
now. You must have line of sight. You must build additional pylons.
Okay. So can I move out from where I am?
Yeah. You get one move and one action.
Which way is it coming from? Can I tell that from hearing it?
It's coming from, if you're facing into the cave, it's coming from your right. If you're facing towards the entrance of the cave, it's coming from your left. If you move your token down one square and hover the mouse over it, the white line that you see will show you what your guy can see. Or gal in your
Can you
case.
move my person?
There you go.
Oh, that
Would
shows
you-
the white line.
You held
Oh,
action, so
you
you
I
moved
moved it
over there.
wound down once so you can see the
Is
edge
that
of
my
her.
whole
Can that
movement
be
then?
action?
I
Because
hope
I
not.
still can't do anything.
Yes, when it's your turn again.
If you can see it, you can attack it, even if you can only see part of it.
Yeah, if you can see part of it, it's got
That,
partial
right
cover.
there's a dragon.
Oh, is that thing
It's
over
a
there?
dragon head, see?
Oh, all right.
Dragonborn male. Yeah, I didn't know what that was either. I'm not used to
They're-
this thing.
So it's Celestia's turn. She's moving.
Okay, move.
All right. Leave me. All right. I can shoot the thing, I guess, right?
I don't want to be all the way over there. Leave me
You
there.
can move up to 30 feet, and then you can do an action, or you can move 5 feet and do an action. It's up to you.
All right, I'll step in front of you to shoot. Yeah, put me over there. Oh, I can't see it anymore. Well, I can kind of see its head.
You can
Yeah.
rip
Yeah,
top its head
you can
off.
see it. It's under partial cover, but you can see it.
All right, I'll try to shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay, give me a D100.
No warning, no, hey, how are you doing? I'm just gonna shoot it.
Got it.
20, what? This thing sucks. 27.
Jesus.
Okay, so your bolt clips off the edge of the wall and careens into the fire. Some sparks shoot out, but nobody gets hit.
Keep rolling this thing. Does it ever get anything above 20? Are you doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, D, I believe you're up next.
Oh shit. Let's see. What are my attacks? I have a longbow. I guess I'm gonna have to whip that out.
Oh, snap.
D whips out the longbow.
Oh, shit.
How do I know how many? What's the range on this longbow?
The range of the longbow is 120 feet. After that, you start to take detriments from distance.
But how do I know how many feet I'm standing away from the dragon? Do you know?
So you can actually, if you click at the top, there's 2 blue circles. The blue circle under help is a measuring tool. So you can actually measure your distance between the creature. He's 65 feet from you.
Oh, okay.
That's a long way to run.
So I'm
If you
close
double
enough.
move, you're almost there. Yes, you are more than close enough.
Shoot.
All right. I guess I'm gonna roll to shoot this crazy beast, even though I don't even really like to kill animals if I don't know if it's a threat or
Yeah,
what.
I didn't even see what it was. I just shot at it.
Wow. I guess I'm worried about my friend Celestia, so I'm gonna go ahead and I rolled a 79.
Okay, that hits. Roll your damage.
Again, is it the D100 again?
No,
No,
that's
it's
going to be a
whatever.
1d8 plus your dexterity.
Yeah, 1d8.
Oh, that's right. I
plus
have to follow
9.
this formula.
Right.
Sorry, this is kind of my first time actually really doing this crap.
No, it's fine.
6 plus
Mine too.
dexterity.
6 plus 9 is 15.
15.
15. So you hit for 15 points of damage.
Now the thing's mad at me, isn't it?
All right.
Problem.
So your arrow slashes out into the firelight, glancing off of the scales of the creature. You see a few scales fly into the air and some blood leak down below.
Nice.
Oh my
Does it
god.
move or is it stationary?
Well, it jerks when it gets hit.
I'm scared.
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
like...
really mad at you now.
No, I'm
It's
gonna
not
hide
its
man.
freaking turn.
Oh, it gets its own turn?
Yes. That's how this works.
I don't know how this works.
Everyone
I'm
gets
a
a
noob.
turn.
Thought you knew.
Lisa, isn't this your first time playing it too? I mean, yeah, guys. Tony knows the
You guys
game.
need
I've
to
only played
understand.
2.
Like,
I don't have to understand anything, and you can't make me.
Okay.
I'm gonna poop in your shoes.
D, unless you're moving, it's Henry's turn.
You can't stop.
You want me to get in
You
front of you,
want us
Tony?
back?
No,
So
you
let's
can do your thing. I don't
Because I can
really
block
care
you.
where
I'm
go.
just gonna hide behind you then. I'm just
Alright.
staying put where I'm at, hiding.
You know, I think a halfling can occupy the same space as
Oh,
another
that's
thing.
right.
Or, no, I think they can like pass through it. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Although, don't stack the icons because then you have it's really hard to move them.
Oh, okay.
One of them, it's kind of funny because if you stack the icons, you can't get to whatever one's below it. You have to.
Yeah, I have to go into the GM console and actually select them from a different menu so we can move them.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
can just
I wonder
say
if
they're
it's some kind of
stacked, and
control
that's
clip.
fine.
Yeah, we'll just understand you're occupying the same space.
All right.
Okay, Henry?
Run
Yeah.
straight at it.
Straight
Yeah.
at it, all 60 feet.
All 60 feet.
Sure.
Right, all up in its shit.
Jeez, Nick, gonna just go chop its head off.
Henry charges blindly into the firelight. As you run into the firelight, you notice that there are two other lizards that are now looking directly at you.
Oh shit.
There are.
So there's three of them. There's three of them, guys.
Oh, I saw.
Okay, the first one is going to run directly at you.
Yay!
Let's chain it.
Gonna make new
Yeah,
friends.
cast friends.
And it's going to go ahead and try and slash you with its claws.
All right, it gets
You do need funny
minus
thing
20
for
to
me.
hit.
Put on.
I don't remember what all my spells do anymore.
Okay, roll your
honestly.
damage.
It is gonna be D4. Oh, that's a crit plus. So what is that? 15? 15 total damage. And it is a crit. I'll roll the D20. It's a 3. So.
Okay, so it attempts to claw at you, and you slap its claw away and break one of its nails.
Wait, I roll twice. Use them up. The second one is just a.
You don't get your bonus action if you're defending. Yeah, you only get your bonus action if you're attacking. If you're defending, you just hit him back.
No. That's not how that works.
I thought that's how it worked.
No.
Okay,
you
well,
get the bonus action because it's a bonus action off of a successful attack.
thought you
If
only
it
got the
were-
bonus action on your turn.
No, you only get the only time it fruits certain bonus actions is when it's stuff like oh god, what was that was one specific situation. You get bonus actions for stuff like the punch or
Okay.
or like because that's a bonus action off of the basic attack.
All right, go ahead and do your bonus action.
So that's 14.
Mhm.
What was the situation where that came up? The bonus action doesn't apply
Oh,
for certain.
you didn't tell him your weakness. Is the mic still on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That bonus action triggers off of a successful attack, and because of the rules,
It's on a censored thing. I don't know.
Sorry, I get confused.
I don't
Just
get to
to,
use
yeah.
other bonus actions. Like I can't use my key points for that. Like I can't do stuff like that. I don't get bonus actions like that. But because this bonus action triggers off a successful attack, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the way we worded it because yeah. So yeah, 15 is the second one. 16 and 15.
Okay, so you hit for 31 points of damage. So 15, and then another 16. So 30. Okay, your follow-up knocks out a few of its teeth.
Good.
You're not telling us what they're doing.
Well, they are running towards the monk, who is the closest one to them, and they are attempting to kill the monk. Okay, these creatures run through the firelight, and this one leaps over the fire to attack you.
Cool. So 118.
Alright, do your damage.
Oh, I will.
Are you dead yet?
Certain
She hurt.
Why didn't she want to tell
11.
us?
She said she couldn't see everybody except for James. I don't know.
I want to make popcorn.
22 total. Okay, as this leaps over the firelight, you kick it in the chest,
Yeah.
and as it falls prone, you stomp on its foot, and it shrieks in pain. You can hear it echoing off the walls deep into the cavern.
Good.
There's 3.
Oh, snap. He's surrounded.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rush in.
Let's go.
I don't think it's our turn yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't have to rush in. Oh, hey, look.
Hey, Elf, are you flying?
Am I flying?
Yeah, or are you standing on the ground?
Yeah, kind of
When did that run towards me?
Just now.
It just came around the corner and started running towards you.
Then, yes, I'm gonna fly.
No, I mean, were you already flying?
No.
Okay.
So it's attacking me.
Yes,
Of course
it's
attacking.
the lizard comes out of the shadows from around the corner, surprising you, runs up to you, and attempts to swipe its claws at you.
Roll a D100.
Roll a d100.
We really went about this the wrong way.
What do you do?
We should have had some strategy or something.
An 8?
How are you gonna know where dragons are gonna be in one big crazy
Well, I
thing?
mean,
Jeez.
That's
That's
what it
somewhat
said! Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
the
all
second
around the
roll was
fire, of
94,
course.
but
Should have went towards the
Yeah,
fire.
but you're not buried, so you don't get to take the second one.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Stupid.
Okay, the creature runs up and thumps you right in the chest, knocks the air out of you. You lose 8 hit points.
So you're going to take that damage, and whatever your armor value is, subtract that much
I
damage.
don't have any armor.
Yes, you do. Everybody has armor.
You have some
Discuss
armor.
this.
What is the armor?
Oh my god. You're wearing light armor, right? I'll do the calculation now. You're a spellcaster, right?
Yeah,
Okay. What's your endurance?
5.
I'm wearing leather bikini armor. In case anybody was wondering.
I have mage armor.
Ooh, what is mine?
So
That's a
3.
spell.
Yours
That's a
just
spell.
says
You
leather
can't
armor.
cast it
You
yet.
can have leather
I need to
bikini
draw
armor
first,
too.
though.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have
I have 3
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah.
Shit.
So now
I'm
I
gonna
have
draw
no
once I
armor.
find that.
No, your armor is constant. It just reduces your damage. So instead of taking 8 damage, you take 5.
Okay, so I'm at 70.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so your armor absorbs some of that. It then whips its tail around at you. Roll another d100.
Let's go.
I just did. It's 94.
Oh yeah, she did. Whatever.
Okay. Then as it whips its tail around it, you see it coming and you strike instead. So roll your damage.
Is the tail whip a second attack?
It's a bonus action on hit.
If it
What am
bonus
I
action, she doesn't
attacking
roll. It just
with?
hits. No.
Oh, it just
The
hits?
bonus action just hits.
Okay, sorry, that's my mistake.
Yeah. It works
So
like a monkey.
its tail flips around and catches you in the knee for 4 points of damage. That's including your armor.
Even though I rolled a 94?
The 94
As we
doesn't-
just described, the bonus action is just additional damage.
Nick was confused.
That was my fault.
It was 100% Nick's fault, and I want you to blame him.
So I have 1 additional damage.
4 additional damage. I included the AC. It was for 7. I reduced it by 3.
Okay.
Yes. I don't have to do that in the future.
What am I doing now? Am I allowed to go now? Am I allowed to do something, or is
The
it
other
just gonna
other
continue to
creatures are
slap me?
still moving.
It's not your turn.
You held action, which means you wait until everybody else goes before you can do action again.
Okay, but
All right.
I don't
It is
know where
now
I-
your turn. Everything else has moved.
Everything is
When something's attacking you, you can't counter action.
You just did counter action, but
Yeah.
you didn't counter very well.
you
At
rolled
a 94,
No, you
That
got
was
an
the
8.
second one. The first one was an 8. That's
Nothing.
why you got hit.
I got that, but the second time I don't understand.
The
why.
second
The
time you
second
didn't.
time was erroneous.
You shouldn't have rolled because I made a mistake.
You
Oh,
made a
okay.
mistake. You fucked
Now
it up.
I understand what is going on.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
So
glad
you see,
we cleared this up.
you can see 2 more lizards coming from the north, in addition to the one that's attacking you.
Wonderful. Can I fly now?
If you take off and fly away, you will incur an attack of opportunity unless you disengage.
No, I don't get it. They can't do that.
Yes, they can.
We looked it up, and
Well,
you said that
there's
they
some other
couldn't
way.
do that.
Yes, they can. Because you can't.
If you're already flying,
If you're already in the air and they're actively engaged with you, which means it's standing close enough to stab you. If you begin to try
Pretty
to
good.
run away or fly away, it's
My
going to
bard
attack you. If
voice
you're already
and-
flying, then it does when you're already flying.
If
But
you-
if it's actively engaged in melee combat and someone tries to move, one of you tries to move away, the other one gets
Well,
an
that's-
attack of
But
It's
you can,
wonderful
but
because-
you can use an action to disengage.
Yeah.
It takes up an action. You can disengage to get away without incurring an attack of opportunity, and then take your movement. So you could use your action to step away and use your movement to fly up into the air.
And
you,
that's it.
and that's it. That would be your turn.
Or you could cast prestidigitation to make it smell like farts. I'm just saying.
The baby Conrad.
Oh man.
Keep in mind, each round represents about 6 seconds of real time.
This is stupid.
You only don't like it because you're getting punched in the face.
True.
Just wait until you start hitting them back. It'll get.
So I can only do one thing. I can
You
only.
you can do anything.
You could also fight back and strike them.
So
You could,
can I turn on my mage armor and hit it with a firebolt?
Not at the same turn. Because that casts
Yeah.
one spell and you only have one action.
if any of your cantrips or spells are listed as a bonus action, you can do those as well.
I don't know if they're listed as a bonus
They're not.
action because
They're
I
not.
didn't put
None
that
of them,
there.
no.
That's,
Okay. So I can't do whatever I want.
No, there are rules and limitations. There are rules. You gotta follow the rules.
This is ridiculous.
that's why Josh's character is probably going to die soon. Because at a certain point, you're going to have so many guys around you, you're going to be fighting at a disadvantage.
Terrible.
That may be true, but there's a whole lot of drunky things.
Wait, what?
And a good amount of dodge. I should be okay, I think.
Can't really hear what they're saying.
I don't know how I turned it all the way.
What would happen if I threw a whole lot of alcohol into that fire?
Brighter?
What's happening?
Okay, so
The elf is deciding what to do.
I
Yeah.
can't really do anything that I would want to do because it's not within the limitations of the game. What
No,
I
you
would
can't
like
cast all
to
your spells at
do-
once.
No, I cannot cast all my
Mhm.
spells at once. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is fly up in the air and throw daggers at it.
Okay. So in order
But
to
then
do
that
it's going to take you...
elicits a
No. Yes, it can elicit an attack of opportunity, or you can do it over the course of 2 rounds. You can disengage and fly up into the air, and next round you can rain daggers down on its head.
Yeah, but by that time, all the other ones will have caught up with it, and then I'm fighting multiple at the same time.
You're 30 feet in the air, they can't touch you.
What are they gonna do? Yell at you really loud?
All right,
Hey,
then
you!
Back
please come
up
down
my
here.
character, and I'm flying.
Okay, so you disengage, and now you're flying.
Alright.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I'm flying.
You're flying. There's no way to denote
So
that.
now everybody sees that I have wings. I drop my cloak. I'm
Actually, D, give me a perception.
Oh yeah, because she can't...
The only person who can possibly see you is D.
flying. Okay.
She stepped away. What's that? Just another 100,
Yeah, just
right?
a D100, yeah.
Plus perception.
All right, hang on. I suck at using Max, so this might take a
But I
while.
thought
Give me
she was where Celeste
Oh, right.
is.
Never mind. Nobody can see.
Nobody
the
sees
elf.
it.
Oh yeah, no one can see.
Yeah, never mind.
So as long as no one, absolutely nobody, walks around that corner, they have no
They will-
idea.
They have no idea I have wings.
Yes. And technically, since you're disengaging and going vertical, you didn't even have to step back 5 feet. Because you went up 5 feet. Then went up another 25 feet.
It's a big cave.
It's a tall cave.
30
Yeah.
feet.
It's a clave. It's an enclave.
It's an enclave. Enclave. Oh, hello. Kitten. You're a fluffy kitty.
Why can you guys see so far? Do you still have dark
Good
vision?
I do
done.
not have dark vision.
Well, I mean, do I have it set on your guy? No, normal vision. It's just really well lit here.
Yeah, you might have the lighting a little jacked
Oh
up.
no, that's because the elf is over here
Oh yeah, she's producing
illuminating.
a lot of light.
Yeah, she's glowing. So you can see
I
that.
stopped glowing.
I didn't.
Nope.
You never said that you stopped glowing. Did you want to stop glowing?
No, I'm still glowing.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're still glowing.
My turn has ended. I can't do anything else.
It is your turn again because you held action. You go first, and you went last round because you held action. So you went, and it's your turn.
Oh my god, why didn't you just tell me this in the beginning?
Because I didn't think about it till just
I'll
now.
pull out my longbow and shoot at it
Okay.
from
So
the air.
roll a d100.
Make it not garbage.
98.
That's better.
That is not garbage. Roll your damage. It's a 1d8 plus your dexterity.
8 plus 7.
Okay, so you hit for 15 points of damage,
Oh,
and
if you rolled 8, that's a crit.
yes, and go ahead and roll a d20 to crit.
18.
8.
Yeah.
All right, so your arrow sticks right into the bones of its head, and it drops to the ground unconscious.
But it's still alive.
Yeah, but it's not getting up anytime soon. There's an arrow in its fucking skull.
How long
Well,
did
did
this
it
thing cost?
pierce the skull, or is it just stuck in it?
It is. Does it matter? It's freaking on the ground,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not
kind of
Arrow in its skull.
slobbering.
I
Hey.
effectively.
How long do they stay unconscious?
Yeah, right? That's what
Do
I
you
want
set
to
a
know.
amount, a time, or what?
Oh,
I mean,
let's.
for a
Did I
good
kill
long
it?
one, it's not. I don't know. I don't
Well, we
think
don't
it's
really
dead.
It's
know.
not dead, but it's in
This one
coma.
will be unconscious for 3 hours.
Okay, we're good.
Do it for a while. If you don't feel comfortable with it being unconscious for 3 hours, you're welcome to coup de grace it. That's always an option.
Is that it? Is that
Fucking
the end of
murder
my turn?
hobos.
No, you still have a movement.
You can move if you want.
Unless you have 2 attacks, but at level 1 I don't think you have 2 attacks.
No, I do not have 2 attacks.
So you can still move. Up to your flight is 30 feet.
Well, I don't want to move.
Okay, then don't move.
Okay.
Alright, it is now back
I'm gonna go
to
pee.
Celestia.
Get another tea bag.
Oh man.
Does anybody else want anything from the kitchen?
Can I get a tea bag? What kind of tea?
I have any kind of tea.
Alright,
Literally any kind of tea.
Could you
Yeah,
grab
no.
me a blueberry?
I have mint.
I would like some
I also have
mint tea.
chocolate.
Chocolate tea.
Yeah.
The
It's called
thorns
chocolate
thing.
cocoa.
no, I don't have that stuff.
I just like regular ass.
Alright, move me
She
up.
took out the only one capable of hitting her. That was the only one with a bow.
Oh my god. Fantastic.
How do you
Drag it.
move?
Drag it.
That's pretty good.
That was a good crit. It was a massive crit to the head. I mean, what else am I gonna do?
I mean, I don't
There's
know.
everywhere.
Alright, well, I guess I'll help the monk out and shoot this one right here as it's back to me.
Which one?
Describe this
And
one
you-
right here.
The
Oh,
one
you
by the
can't-
fire?
Yeah, the one to the left of the fire.
I mean, technically it is, but 5e and this system don't really have something for that. So it's just gonna be a normal attack for your bow.
Okay, so that's D100.
A system for shooting at their back or something like that.
Oh, they don't get a dodge bonus.
Yeah.
So if they have a dodge bonus, they don't get it.
50.
Okay. But they don't get their dodge
52?
bonus if they're being shot at anyways. It's all about the accuracy of the shooter.
Yes, they do.
Oh, well.
Do I add something to this?
This
Number?
is horrible.
Add your dex. Is that the chocolate?
No, this is mint.
Thank
This
you.
is blueberry.
Thank you.
Alright, 59.
59.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's a hit.
Alright.
Roll your damage.
Alright, 3 plus 7 for 10.
Oh, snap.
10. Okay. Your bolt sticks into its upper arm, and you can see blood kind of trickle out of the wound as it pulls the bolt out and throws it into the fire.
Alright. I'm unimpressed by its
badassery.
All right. D, it's your turn.
How come? Where'd my character go? Because you moved yours, Tony, and now they. Oh, I see. I gotta click back. Sorry, I'm still
Yeah.
adjusting to this map.
If
tool
you
thing.
just click anywhere else in the map, it'll show everything. It'll show both your
Okay.
characters.
All right. Well, I take it everybody sees how many dragons are in this cave. This is insane.
It's okay. We're gonna murder them.
Could I still make it to that far left one to the fire from where I'm at? Should I move?
That one's. She shot an arrow in its head. It's not getting up again ever.
Yeah. The red ring means it's incapacitated.
Okay.
Although technically you can't see that, but
Yeah.
you couldn't see anything happening over there anyways.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move closer,
Okay.
Okay?
and I guess I'm gonna shoot at. I'm gonna do my longbow.
Yeah,
And,
finish that one that I was. Maybe you can finish that
Yeah.
one off, right?
Yeah. Let me just finish off that one. So I'm gonna roll.
So these are caffeinated too.
Nice.
So don't.
You guys are going nuts.
So that you add your dexterity, so it's 50.
Okay.
50. I just rolled for 50.
Okay. Your bow's gonna skip off the ground right next to its foot,
Oh snap!
or your arrow rather. I should hope it's not your bow. That's the wrong way to use it.
Yeah, I accidentally threw it. Sometimes
Yeah.
that does happen. I'll be not a good
Okay.
shot.
Henry, it's your turn.
Henry is gonna punch the one right in front of him.
Alrighty.
Oh, I should roll for that.
That's probably how you do it.
Yeah, I should just go up to him and punch him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get my hand axe out. Just chop him.
Didn't your elixir?
58.
What is the other elf
Okay.
character?
It's gonna hit you.
That's Lisa.
Yeah, what's the class?
Which one is that?
Lisa, what's your class?
Class?
She's a sorceress.
Yeah.
I'm a
Sorceress.
sorceress.
Okay.
So that does the spells and stuff.
Yeah, I probably should have been like a fighter or something. It would have been more balanced.
Oh man. Right. Well, my hobbit can go in there. I guess I can just.
It's gonna
put my
lean
longbow
back
somewhere
away from your
else.
attack, and it's gonna hit you right
What
in the
is
collarbone with its
Celeste's
club.
class?
Okay.
Hurts a lot.
How much damage?
You take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And you are knocked back 5 feet.
Cool.
Oh man.
There's all that stuff. There's
Okay.
like woods or something.
Well, that's fine.
Wood or
Logs.
something
Wood.
maybe.
Ha!
That's the
If
wood
you're
for the
next to a
fire,
creature and it's
then-
engaged with you and you move 5 feet, doesn't that incur an attack of opportunity from it?
Only if I move. If I get knocked back, it doesn't.
No. Okay.
Because that's the effect of either a spell or an ability, and that does not affect my actual movement. The whole thing with the disengage is that generally if you run away from it, you have to you turn in the direction you're facing.
Okay.
So you literally
Well,
turn your
It is going to re-engage with you. Nope,
Oh.
I can't move it from there. That's right.
Getting
move from here.
engaged.
Yes. So it's going to continue its vicious attack against you.
Well, it's not 109.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Oh, I will. Hold on. I gotta hit a button.
It's not gonna take it as well.
13. No, not zoom. Roll. And 13.
So 26.
They're laughing how much
So as it runs towards you through past the fire, you grab its outstretched arm, break its wrist, making it drop the club, and elbow it right in the throat. It lays on the ground, choking to
A
death.
snake has a club.
Yes, it's not a snake; it's a lizard.
With hands and arms. It's a lizard person.
It's a lizard.
Is it a lizard
Yeah.
man? Or is it actually
And
a lizard?
lizard.
Well,
It's
technically,
the Illuminati.
these are all women.
They're all women.
Yeah, if you want to roll a lore roll, we can see if any of you knows what they are.
I don't know what lore is.
It's-
Do I even have that ability?
Yeah,
I never rolled any skills for that, but
I shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah,
I have 3
anybody.
intelligence. I
Like a
rolled
good
94.
police.
Well, you live in the area. You would know exactly what these are.
Somehow.
Yep, they are tribal. they're tribal lizards.
Okay.
They're short, the size of a small human, rather scaly. This large reptile lives in a cave in dark, damp areas. They're usually female with the exception of the guardian. They emerge during evenings to hunt and gather supplies, but much like their less intelligent kin, they spend much of the day tending to eggs during the early spring. Their eggs, while very difficult to obtain as they're guarded around the clock, are renowned as a delicacy throughout all of Timberlane. They usually are carrying clubs, short bows, or daggers. A few will even have shields.
So, if I was to beat them up, and then after we're done fighting them, take their eggs,
They are
Just to
expensive.
get
Yes,
Coast
they are.
Daughter back. I
doing
mean,
it.
just for a free meal. Look at the
Do we
things
all know that?
does to the hobbits.
He knows that. If
I know
he
that.
chooses to share it with you, or if you want to roll to see if you know what these things
Yeah,
are,
roll.
I just,
What do
you know,
what do I roll?
a D100.
and we're just gonna keep that information.
37. They are big lizards.
All right, I want to roll. I want to know what I know.
You want to know what you know?
Yes.
Okay. You know what you know.
36, 36 plus, is this intelligence?
Yes.
Yep.
42. What do I know?
You know that they are big lizards and they smell bad.
All right, that's good enough for me.
Universe and everything.
Oh well, I didn't add my intelligence.
What's your
It
intelligence?
wouldn't.
9.
So 45.
Well,
lizards.
sleepy, then what
They're
are
big
they?
lizards that smell bad.
Does
Josh,
that-
you're under attack again?
Okay. This will be good.
Are they beasts? What is this class?
80.
Okay, roll your damage.
Matter.
Well, my character could talk to beasts, so I just thought maybe.
Talk to
14
beasts.
I thought that was one of the things.
and 14.
Let's see that.
It's consistent.
Okay, this comes around the fire. You kick it in the knee, punch it in the chest. You feel a little crunch when you hit it.
I like them crunchy.
Okay, that was
This cat. This cat.
What? Your
that was the wrong
spells?
one.
Oh, yeah, not at level 2 you did that.
Minus
The favorite
8.
enemy says track/study/talk to beasts.
Damn cat.
Or was that on the old thing?
Right. And then from your side, another one attacks you.
Me?
First.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, making all kinds of friends. 92.
Guess you could ask if
Okay,
you
roll
could.
your damage.
Roger Wilco. 15, that one is a crit. And 13, that one is not a crit. The crit is an 8.
I think beasts
Okay.
are usually lower level.
You
than-
knock as it comes in. You crack it right on the top of the skull, stunning it.
Okay.
And then spin around and backhand it across the face again.
Yay!
And what was total damage?
Total damage was 28.
28. Okay. D and Celestia, you hear a shriek from your north, and the reptile skitters down over you and attacks D.
Snuff.
It's attacking these.
Lashes out with its club.
These fat
I guess I'm gonna have to
bodies.
fight it with a.
You're gonna roll a 100.
Got him.
100.
Wow.
What?
What?
Yeah, she got
Yeah,
100.
I just fucking roll it. Tell me
Oh,
what.
a pure 100.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Nice. Do your damage.
So that's, what are you hitting it with?
So I have to use a melee damage.
You have your longbow out, actually, so I don't think it's probably counts as an action to change your weapon or whatever, right?
No, you can use your longbow in close combat. Basically, your guy would like push off with his with her foot and then shoot him or something, you know.
Right.
Okay.
You're totally gonna Legolas him. You're just gonna stab him with the arrow.
It's just gonna
Yes,
immediately
yeah,
die.
Legolas.
There you go. Well, give me your bow damage.
All right, so that's
So that's
100.
1d8. You need to roll the
Plus
d8.
your dexterity.
How you wanna-
D8. Yeah.
One.
And now she got a 1. So 1 plus dexterity is 9. So 10.
10.
As it comes in, you push off of its knee before it can hit you, and snap off a quick shot right into its chest. The arrow breaks slightly when it hits, but you can see a nice sized gash appear in its stomach.
Ooh, I got it. Like under 100 or something like that. You could do like you can pick where you hit and apply a minor crit.
Okay.
I think that was your turn.
That's your turn, right?
Well, technically it was the lizard's turn, and you just hit it back.
He's almost still on the mic.
Oh, technically it was the lizard's turn. You just reacted to it.
Oh, okay.
We need to get you another microphone.
Yes, yes, I do. Okay, and that was 3. Where the hell is 2?
I know.
There's 2.
Yeah, I remember seeing this guy out of the corner of my eye earlier.
Okay, you can hear more things shrieking and running towards you.
Wait a
And deep from within the cage, you hear a much deeper growl as something else seems to have awoken and is now coming towards you.
The Guardian. The Guardian. But only the monk knows that.
Is it a beast? What is it?
Nobody knows what it is except for the monk.
Nobody can see it yet either. Okay, the elf, it's back to you.
I guess nobody noticed that I just killed one of their friends and am flying, glowing in the air.
Nope.
Or they don't want to screw with you because you just floated up into the air and killed one of them.
And you're flying and glowing.
How far can I see again? Can I see anything else?
You cannot see anybody else. They've all run into the main area.
Are you sure? What's back there?
You can see another fire glowing to the north.
Kill that spider, Tom. Kill that spider.
Alright, I'm gonna put my self on the ground.
I'll grab some eggs and I'll do it.
No, if I fly around the corner, I wouldn't really see me. I'm gonna put myself on the ground
Okay, so you land. There's your movement.
and put my cloak back on.
Okay. There's your
And
action.
I can't move anywhere else?
Well, your movement was to land. You could move 30 feet and land within 30 feet. So you could land anywhere within 30 feet of you.
I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay.
Hide behind a rock.
And I
Somebody
can't
want to
do
step
anything
on that
else? That's
spider?
it? Why would you want to? Don't
No,
kill
no,
him.
because it was just chilling in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, we'll just leave him alone. He's
Okay.
a good bug.
You get to a
Alright.
chicken.
They eat the other bugs.
Yeah, I know.
Jerks.
Yeah, let him eat the ants.
He was getting a little friendly with the rest of the house. They're supposed to stay in the corners.
I like big spiders.
Okay, so where are you landing? You're just landing right here?
I'm just landing where I left. I
Okay.
can't shoot anything or move.
And there's nothing to shoot. I mean, you could finish that off.
You really wanted to.
I'll finish it off.
Alright, so you land and finish it off and tuck your wings away.
It's dead. Plunge a dagger deep into
You're now dead.
That's true.
Oh,
Really nobody knows.
one guy knows.
Who?
That guy.
Can you see?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't see me.
Yeah, he can. I'm looking at him on my GM screen and he can see the dead guy. He can see his buddy just died.
Oh, he can see his buddy died.
But he doesn't know that I'm there.
No, he can't see you, but he sees that his buddy is now dead.
And I can't move or do anything else.
No, you used your movement and your action.
Okay, and I can't see that one right there.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Celestia, it is your turn again.
Can you go back to the map? All right. I'm gonna shoot at the one right next to D.
Okay.
Every time we say D, are you just gonna say
Um,
nuts?
So I think I got 105.
Nice.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's a hit.
Yeah. All right. 1d8. 4 plus 7, so 11.
Not bad.
Can you go back to it? Yeah, I hate that. Yeah. Are we still on?
Yep. So you hit it for 11 points of damage.
Yep.
Your bolt sticks into its foot, but bounces back out when it hits the ground. Blood begins to pool beneath it. Okay, I believe it's unless you're moving, it's D's turn next.
I'll stand my ground.
All right.
All right, I guess Dee's just gonna go ahead and keep slamming that one near her with the longbow.
All righty.
These are humanoids, right?
They're small humanoids, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're small, are
So
they?
plus 9.
Grab one, and possibly throw it.
So
You could try and grapple with it.
55.
Yeah, 55.
Hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I really want to, but that's not really what this character's about. He's not really for grappling, and actually he.
So I got a 55.
Okay, that'll hit.
So, okay, so now you do this 1d8 again. 6 plus 9. So 15.
15.
Alrighty.
Come on, come.
Alright, so again, while it's distracted by the bolt to the foot, you snap off another shot. Goes right through its shoulder, clean in and out. Skitters off into the dark reaches of the cave. And two,
You.
Mm-hmm.
It was when it
Much
said
healthier.
skitters, it didn't mean like skittering. It meant
two
like
is dead.
skidding, like. And look, because it doesn't understand what he said. It's okay. Didn't literally skitter. Skidded.
Alright. This one comes running down behind you.
I'm surrounded. Yeah. No, I'm not surrounded. 2 of those guys are dead.
Glad you guys are making an awesome distraction.
I'm very distracting.
I'm drunk.
I'm not wearing pants.
Alright. And you are responding at disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you have one in front and one behind. Technically, you are surrounded.
Anyone noticed that you're not wearing pants?
Or you're flanked, rather.
Guess not.
Alright, go ahead and give me a response at disadvantage.
61.
Okay. So that is numero uno. She's got a club. Okay. Suddenly you get cracked in the back of the shoulder, and it hits you for 6 points of damage.
Alright.
So it's not super effective. But then, additionally, and that's 1d6.
Yeah, that's the tail.
Yeah. 1d6 plus 5. But then you feel a much stronger hit right in the right in your kidney for 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And now number 7 goes.
Second guy's attacking.
Okay, Celestia, the other one that was hanging back for a second, leaps forward and strikes at you.
All right. So I roll a 100.
Yes.
All right. What do I add to that?
No,
Nothing. You're
unless you have specific proficiency bonuses with certain weapons, like
Right.
mastery levels and stuff like that.
Yeah. Anything above basic proficiency, you'd add a 10. But if you don't have anything above basic proficiency, you just roll a straight 100.
Okay. 51.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
$11.
Okay. Was that what is that on a 1d?
1d8 plus 7.
Okay, and you did 11 points of damage.
Yeah, it was 4 plus 7.
Okay. Yeah. As it comes forward, it lashes out at you with a claw, and you're able to sidestep it and crack it on the elbow with your bow, delivering a powerful punch to it. Okay, and it is back to the elf.
Elf. Elf. Gonna move slightly around the corner.
Like to here.
Yep, right there.
Okay.
And hit the one closest to me with my longbow.
All right. Roll your attack.
Hold on, I need to open your phone. My attack is 100. Correct.
Yes.
Roll a D100.
12. All right. Roll another D100.
92.
92. Okay. So you critically failed that attack, but you don't hit your other members. That one, the arrow whips past the reptile, almost hits Celestia, and continues on out the cave.
And that's it.
Yes.
That's your turn.
It is now Celestia's turn.
All right. I attack the one in front of me.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna continue to draw
One
mustache
plus
wings.
7.
Mm-hmm.
68.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
12 damage.
See? Mustache wings.
Oh, there's a mustache one too.
All right. What are you attacking with again? You're using your crossbow.
Yeah.
All right. As you're entangled with it, you're able to push it back a little bit and get another shot off. The shot glances off of its ribs and careens off into the cavern. Blood is now pouring out of its side.
Nice.
It's now Dee's turn.
Was that this one that you're working on?
I was attacking the one right in front of me. Yeah, you got one in front of you. If you want to work on it. Or...
Should we just focus on one? That way you can help me kill this thing. I don't know.
The one in front of you has been attacked more. It
I'm
probably
just
is
gonna
more
finish it
hurt.
off.
Than the
All
one-
right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up. The one off directly next to me.
Shut up, Jerry.
Jerry don't know.
Okay.
He just a bird.
So you got 95 plus you add. Where's your thing?
He's just a bird.
You add your dexterity, so that's 9. Pretty sure you hit. So 104.
Yep, that's a hit.
Then I roll the D8.
Yep.
Yep.
For your
Man, it's
longbow.
pretty bad.
Flying mustaches.
Flying mustache.
11.
Okay. 11.
Is it dead yet?
Alright. So as it's flailing wildly at you, you manage to smack it across the face with your bow and put another arrow through its forearm.
Totally legalistic.
Okay. Henry, it's your turn.
Henry?
Yeah, I misspelled your name.
Henry.
I misspelled your name on my sheet.
Henry.
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 Henry the Pantsless Puncher.
76.
Okay, let me roll for this guy. All right, that's a hit.
Woo! That's 13, or sorry, 14 and 15. The second one was a crit.
Which one were you attacking?
The one to the right.
Did it ever
The one I've
start?
been attacking. the whole
Okay.
time.
14 and 13, so a total of 27.
One was a crit, and it's 11.
So 20 minus 5, 15. And you crit for 11.
Maybe.
Jerry, you're so annoying.
So you block its swing with your forearm, hit it twice in its ribs, and then you stomp on its right knee,
Left, right knee.
Yeah.
Nice.
and you bring it down to one knee.
One knee.
One
Head and shoulders.
Okay.
knee and toe.
Now it is their turn. 6 is... Oh, 6 is out. 5. Okay. It is going to swing again at you with the club.
Okay. 66.
Okay. It is going to hit you with the club.
Of course, it's gonna hit me with a club.
Oh, I'm sorry. This one has a dagger.
You are taking the minus 20 for my dodge, right?
That was minus 10.
20.
Why is it 20 now?
It's always been minus 20 for this
I
guy.
don't know.
It's minus 10 for the other guy.
Oh.
This guy has stuff under like extra dodgy stuff.
Well,
the
then
other
you-
guy's more for
Then you
punching.
hit.
Hmm?
I said then you hit.
Oh, okay. Alright then. I will punch him. I got a 12, and I zoomed in. And 12.
So 24?
Yep.
Okay, so it attempts to stab you with the dagger, and you turn the dagger back around and drive it up through the bottom of its skull, and she falls to the ground dead.
Yay! That's what I said.
Okay.
Kill one.
I have a question, comrade.
Yes.
If it's a small creature, reasonably, it can't resist me trying to grapple it, right? If it's dead.
Well, the dead one can't resist, you know.
So if I was to pick up the dead one and hit the other one with the dead one,
Can he hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
that's what I want to know.
Technically, you could, yeah.
Oh.
It would be like a blunt weapon or whatever,
Okay.
like an improvised weapon.
Improvised weapon.
Yeah. Well, the one to your north is going to also attack you.
Okay. Let me roll for that.
Roll.
73.
Okay, you are going to get hit by... This is for...
I see it.
Where is it going to hit you?
Whew.
Right? So as you're killing it, the one to your north is going to come in and deliver a brutal hit to your right knee. It's going to cause your knee to bend a little. You can feel the shock ripple up through your leg. You're going to be limping around for a little bit, so you're minus 5 to movement.
Okay.
And you also take 8 points of damage. Then the tail whips around and hits you for another 6 points of damage. Gonna catch you right on your hip, leave a little welt. Okay, D, the one in front of you is gonna attempt to bludgeon you with its club.
Man, that thing's abusive with his club.
It does lack clubbing.
All right, again, I guess I'm gonna try to counter with my longbow. I don't know what else to do. I mean, might as well use my strength and
You have
dexterity.
daggers, don't you? Doesn't everybody have daggers?
I don't know.
She has a short sword and a hand axe and a quarterstaff. I don't know where she's keeping all this stuff.
Why aren't you using the stabby things?
Does that be better?
They
I don't
actually do
know.
less damage than the longbow, or they have a smaller dice. And they do less damage because of her stat.
But the less damage they do, the more likely they are to crit.
That is true.
Hmm.
Which is where the trade-off is.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I could try one.
Well, they all do the
They're
same
all the
damage,
same. What's the
so-
point of all these stupid weapons? I guess in case one gets stolen or lost.
Maybe we should do
You know what?
something.
I'm just gonna go ahead and keep wailing with the longbow because I already have it out. She can't juggle all these different weapons on a whim like this.
I
Just
think she
gonna.
I assume
can.
there's about 5. They're fighting in an area of about 5 to 10 feet. You know, they're not pressed up. It's not a shield ball, so they have some room to deke around.
All right, so why not? If he's gonna beat on her with the sticks, with the clubs, he's pulling out the hand axe. Oh man, that's rough. I just rolled an 11. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
That's not good.
So I don't think this is looking too good for G.
She tries to pull out the hand axe.
Yeah, she tried, but knew she should have went with longbow. Oh god. So yeah, I mean, I'm probably not gonna hit, so there's no point of me rolling again, right?
Okay. Quick question: Are you right or is D right or left-handed?
Ambidextrous?
Well, which hand is she holding the axe in?
I'm gonna say probably her right hand.
Okay. So as you pull out the axe and attempt to whip it and attempt to slice at the lizard before you, it steps back and delivers a crushing blow to your right elbow. You drop the axe, and your arm is quite useless for 2 rounds.
Oh wow. So anything two-handed I can't use then, right?
For 2 rounds, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Your whole arm goes numb from the impact. You also take 8 points of damage. Its tail then whips around and slaps you in the face for another 11.
Remember, every time you take an attack, remember to subtract
You have
The
46
armor.
points. Wait, what? You subtract
Don't forget to
the
subtract your
from that?
armor.
Every time you take a hit,
Okay, so you have 49 then.
That's for each one, right?
Right.
The armor acts as damage reduction.
All right.
And my hand axe is on the ground or whatever, right? Does that matter?
Yeah, it's on the ground at your feet.
So that would be like a whole nother action to pick it up. So that's the whole point of having all these different other weapons on you, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh boy.
Now we just whip out another one.
All right.
Okay. And the one behind you is striking again.
94.
All right, you're gonna hit it.
Unfortunate.
I don't think you've rolled below 60 except at disadvantage, but one time.
Yeah.
I think you need to switch phone apps, or I'm gonna need to start using that.
I don't know.
Are you using the D&D dice roller
Yeah.
from Wizards?
Yeah. Same one.
Jesus. Quit.
oh, that's so
Oh,
different
really?
than I'm using.
Oh,
Yeah.
Weird,
yeah.
It keeps rolling in like double
So it's a
pairs of
cheating
stuff.
then.
Like it's like I rolled 94 and then 94. Like, all right. I might have to I tried resetting it already. All right, so it's
Why didn't you get this one?
13 and 15. The second one is a crit. And 20. Nat 20 on that. That crit there.
Alright, so 13 and 14. So that's 27
13
points of
and
damage.
15.
13 and 15, so that's 28 points of damage.
The second one with
26.
the bonus punch was a crit. And it was a 20.
Alright. Alright, so as it attempts to attack you, you pull its arm forward and just snap it. You hear the bone crunch that shrieks. It drops its club, and its right arm just goes limp at its side. Kind of dangly, kind of looks like a limp noodle.
Excellent. I have disarmed it.
Ah.
Oh, nice. That was
I'm gonna
Sorry.
reset this and then refresh the
You
page.
get on the boot.
Celestia, the one in front of you, is
Yeah.
now attempting to attack D.
How dare it? Can I do something about that? Or is that her? Is that her thing?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's not attacking D. Actually, it's disengaging from you.
Mhm.
That coward.
Where's it going? That's not a good sign.
Runs back behind the fire. You all can now feel slight tremors coming from back in the cave.
Oh no, so the lizards are scared. The lizards are scared.
No, they're getting their buddy. Here it comes.
Oh
Look.
shit. Nothing's
Guys,
over
I've seen this movie. We need to stand on some big rocks.
Let's start chucking the lumber at that bitch. Monk dude, grab the lumber.
Oh yeah.
Let's just grab the
You
eggs
guys should
and
be
leave
able to
them
see it now.
Holy fucking
As it
shit
stomps into
Thank you.
as it
Go the fuck out
as it
there.
walks into the firelight, it heaves a bowling ball sized boulder at the monk. Well, you're the first
Dodge
one it
that.
sees.
Come on.
Well, I have dodge.
And I included the dodge.
Oh man. How bad is it?
Well, you're lucky it's a high damage,
That's a good strat.
so low crit opportunity.
Thank God.
But the bowling ball sized piece of rock is going to careen into you. And it's going to do 20 points of damage even.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And that is its turn. So, the elf, it's back to you.
Help.
I'm gonna.
You can barely see the front of it, so you could take an attack at it, but it would be undercover.
Which one is wounded the most? Help.
So give me a perception.
Which is
D100 plus your perception.
41 plus 10. So 51.
Alright, so the one north of the monk looks like it's breathing heavily, it's raspy, it's got a floaty rib thing going on, and it's bleeding a lot. He looks the worst. Or she looks the worst, rather.
Okay, I'm gonna target that one with my longbow.
Okay?
We've had magic, you know. You can magic stuff.
Well then, I'll magic it. I'm gonna do a firebolt.
Okay, roll for your firebolt.
Where do I roll for my firebolt?
D100.
No. It's 4.
Oh,
A 4?
Oh my god. We're all gonna die.
it's up to 120 distance, so
The second roll is 58. Why are you doing this? I'm not trying to.
Alright, so the elf steps out from behind the rock and throws a firebolt into the ground in front of her. It goes, what?
oh yeah, roll a d20.
What, motherfuckers? What?
Roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
Yeah, your little fucking weird magic thing.
15.
Okay, no, nothing happens.
Oh, yeah, wild magic. Shit.
You should have been doing that the whole time. You could have had a feather beard.
That's the
Or you
first
could have
time.
been a
No,
potted plant.
that's the first time. No.
Wait, where's the table for that?
You'll have to look it up. It's wild magic.
It's a. Yeah, you can.
Oh, that's right. Oh, here's the wild magic table.
Yeah, it should be off of a D100. If she rolls a 1 on any of those D20 rolls.
I think it should be 1 through 5.
What did you roll on your D100?
15.
15?
No, she rolled a D20 first. So what she does is anytime she casts a spell or uses certain abilities, she rolls a D20. The D20, if she rolls a 1, she rolls on the wild magic thing. And then
Okay. Alright, cool.
So, and they have varying effects like turning into a plant and having a feather beard.
Yeah, I've got the whole list in front of me now. It's fantastic.
Some of them are kind of funny. Alright, so
All right, it's now Celestial's turn.
I'm pretty useless. Somebody help.
somebody help me.
At least you
Alright.
have wings, Shuddy.
I'll attack the one by D.
Okay.
91 plus 7, 98.
Okay, that is gonna hit.
And then I got 6 plus 7, so 13.
Oh. 13. And what's your damage? It's a 1d8.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you get a shot off. It goes right through its cheek and comes out the other side. You see blood pouring down off its chin.
Nice.
No.
I should have had it like stuck in there.
D, it's
So
your
now
turn.
he can't bite anybody, right?
Hmm?
So now he can't bite anybody, right?
No, they weren't trying too hard to bite you before.
Yeah.
Finish that
True.
thing off with your left hand and your short sword.
All right. Luckily, Dee is kind of ambidextrous, so she whips out her short sword with the left hand. I'm gonna go ahead and roll. Oh God, Jesus Christ! Apparently, she just really sucks at everything but the long sword. So this is a bad idea. I mean, it's everything but the yeah.
It's okay. I just threw a fireball down in front of my feet.
What is your thing? You add 9 to it.
Oh, that's right.
So 28 plus 9 is 37.
37.
Why is she adding 9?
Because that's her dex.
Yeah, 37
You don't
total.
add your dex for the chance to hit.
Yeah.
Stop
Right.
telling people to do that.
I didn't tell anybody to do that. I just didn't correct them.
Oh, okay. It's just a D100.
Right.
Oh,
You don't add dex to your chance to hit. Only like
all right.
proficiency.
So it's just 28.
Either way, you're gonna just barely miss it, and you're gonna hear the arrow clatter in the back of the cavern somewhere.
Snap.
Oh, snap.
I knew I'd become dinner.
All right, Henry, your turn again.
Henry
Full
is
positive.
gonna continue fighting because I guess I don't have much of a
We've
choice.
already taken down 2.
Yeah, but I've got 2 around me, and then the big guy, but I can't run away. I can't
Is the
engage the
core
big guy until the other 2 are done. And like, I guess I could try and get disengaged, but I
Chickens
doubt I could
fly.
make it far enough to get out of line of sight, and the other 2 would probably just chase me.
Just fight, man.
You
Fight.
can disengage and do a double move.
Disengage is an action.
Right, but then you get your movement.
Yeah, but I only get my move.
Oh, right, you have to. Yeah, never mind.
Double move this. So I mean, I'll keep fighting for now. I'll keep fighting. I'll just keep punching.
Okay.
Henry the Pantsless Puncher. I do what I know. 94. Okay.
Yep, that hits.
Yeah, I would assume so. That one is 12. And that one is 15. The second one is a crit.
Which one are you attacking again?
Oh crap. I didn't even think about it.
Quick.
The one to the left.
Okay. So 15 and 13 for 18.
15 and 12.
15 and 12 for 17.
The second one was a crit. The crit roll was 10.
Okay. So you turn around and you punch it right on the tip of its nose. Its eyes water up. And then you kick it right in the stomach. And a little bit of human remains pops up out of its teeth and it throws up.
Ew.
And then you hit it in the stomach pretty hard.
But ew.
It is disgusting. These are foul creatures. They're monstrosities. What do you expect?
I didn't know.
I'm assuming that the little girl is probably dead.
Probably. Oh my god.
You never know. You might find her alive still. Maybe they didn't cook her and eat her yet.
You're laughing, and I know you.
They're probably
She
just
already
raising
did.
her as a lizard
Okay,
child.
so that's my turn. I can't run away without literally stumbling over the people I've killed or getting the attacks of opportunity. So
6, 5 is dead. 4 is going to attack you.
49. That one didn't go well.
Went even worse for that one. Go ahead.
Serious?
Yeah, he rolled a friggin' like 38.
I got a 13 and a 15. The second one is a crit.
All right.
Crit roll is 1.
It doesn't matter. As it attempts to attack you, you finish it off with a series of blows to its head until it just stops moving.
Excellent. Oh, man.
It man.
The bullet man. Just punch, 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 punch.
D, the one in front of you, is attempting to bludgeon you again.
Oh my god.
The one that he left
You
unconscious.
roll
I
a
can use
100.
the two
You didn't roll
one-handed
Right.
still, or
Yeah.
Alright, let's roll. 56.
56.
I got a 56.
Okay. And oh, that's definitely gonna hit. You're gonna hit him, I mean.
Could I? Just one turn has gone by, right? Since my arm became numb.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, roll your.
I still
So
have
you're
my short
basically
sword.
you're using
Yeah.
your short sword, right?
Yeah, it's still in my hand.
This
Okay,
is
that's
the
right. I'm
second.
gonna look at that.
This is the
Oh
second
gosh.
turn.
Yeah. At the end of this round, you're gonna be able to use your arm again.
So 11.
Okay. So you do 11 points of damage to it. So it's gonna be. All right. So it swings its club at you. You stab it right in the chest. Pull your sword out with a little bit of blood on it, and you can see it's really having some trouble breathing now. This thing is
Okay.
barely standing up. Okay, it's 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 2 is down.
Gonna wait to see that.
One's going to attack Henry.
88.
20. That's not gonna hit. That's because of your dodge.
Oh, I'm not gonna hit her. It's
No, you're gonna hit because of your dodge.
Okay. Yay, dodge. So 13 and a 14.
Okay, so that's 27.
Me too.
14. Right, so it's gonna swing at you with its claw and with its left hand, with its left claw, and you're just gonna kick it in the knee and just series of punches right to the chest. You're gonna feel crunches, things are gonna get tenderized. Right? And then the one north of the fire is gonna turn and fire an arrow at the elf. The arrow is gonna clatter off a rock and miss you completely.
Okay.
And it's going to relocate after that. You all see a giant lizard stomp right into the middle of the firelight. It stands 8 feet tall, is dressed in what appears to be the tanned hides of many different creatures, some of them having fur and some of them distinctly resembling human skin. Yes, resembling. It's wielding a club the size of one of you, and in its other hand, it's casually tossing up and down a boulder the size of one of your heads. It's going to go ahead and wing that boulder at Celestia.
You should just hit its own lizards.
So
Yeah.
do I do something in response to that?
Do you have a dodge skill?
Dodge skill.
What is your class? Again.
Bard.
A bard?
And
No.
level 1, I don't think so.
Yeah. Alright, so that is going to whip across there. And yeah, that is going to glance off you, but oh man, it's a head-sized boulder. It's going to do 20 points of damage to you.
All right. Can I see the eraser?
So his club has a pretty good reach.
What is where's the racer?
Okay, but that's
Doesn't want
his,
to see any more
that's his
mistakes.
turn though.
Oh, here it is. All right.
All right, and it is back to the elf.
No.
Elf. The elf.
How much damage does a firebolt ensue?
It's 1d10 plus your intelligence.
Okay. I'd like to try a firebolt again.
I would like to cast a spell.
At that guy.
All right.
The big guy?
The big guy.
All right. The butt shark.
The butt shark. Wow. Alright, so...
He's pretty big, so if you miss him, I'm gonna be extremely annoyed.
So, will I... Ready?
Ready. What did you roll?
Am I supposed to roll the D100?
Yeah.
Yes.
52.
All right, that's gonna hit. Roll your damage.
Is that the D10 now?
Yes.
D10, and then add your intelligence.
7 plus 9.
All right, so you're gonna do 16 points of damage to it.
I'm glad that I hit it.
So your fireball is gonna whip across the cavern. It's gonna hit him right in the shoulder, and you're gonna see it sear his armor. He grimaces a little bit. All right, Celestia, it's your turn.
He's getting water.
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break.
All right, intermission. Intermission.
That's Jeopardy. Not intermission. Oh, okay, the fly's on.
It's waiting music, whatever. Yeah, that first D10 was a free.
Oh, man. Oh, roll a D20.
You really want that to work?
I really want you to get turned into a potted plant. I just...
Yeah. I mean, there's a myriad of other things that could happen.
Yeah,
He's gonna die today.
there is, but I really want you to be a potted plant for like a turn or two. I think it's just like until you next turn.
I think there's 20 points of health. I mean, damage.
20 points of damage to what?
To people.
Yeah.
When it throws its giant rods, it's 20 points of damage.
I only have 50. I mean, I only have 49 health left.
So don't get hit.
I'm at 66. Where are you at, Josh?
What is that?
They're talking about music again.
62?
You're at 62.
No, I'm just reading about my spells.
Celeste, what are you at?
Huh?
What's your health at?
56.
Yikes.
Yeah, so we can all...
No, wait, that should be
take a couple
54.
hits before we're definitely dead.
Yep. Can I talk to it?
Talk to what?
Any of them. Talk to the big guy. I'll talk to the big guy.
Do you even speak the
I
same language?
I have message.
Oh, I mean, in theory, yeah, you could spend a turn to cast a spell on it, but I don't think message actually translates language, though.
No, but I can talk to a creature and it can talk to me.
Yeah, but if you don't speak the same language, it doesn't matter.
I
You're just
also
speaking.
have Arcana and Insight.
Yeah, those aren't
I
languages.
can't because
No,
it's
but
concentration.
understanding languages.
No.
The thing in front of you could break my
No.
concentration if it attacks me.
Then what is Arcana and Insight?
Arcana
But the downside of this other thing is that it runs if it's successful. Just tries to run away from you.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that message allows me to talk to creatures.
It does, but you can say whatever you want in whatever language you can speak. But if they don't speak the same language, they're just gonna not understand you.
You just be.
So,
it's like me speaking
what's
to you,
up?
but only you can hear me. And then you can speak back to me, but
Well,
only I
then
can
what's the
hear you.
point of
Thank you.
message?
Well,
So you
let's
can
say
speak to each other secretly.
let's say you guys are being held captive and you need to pass a secret message to somebody in your party.
Yeah.
Or you want a private guard without anybody knowing. It's the pass secret messages. I don't know. Maybe you could distract them with it, but it seems like it'd be more distracting to shoot them.
Yeah. Shooting sounds distracting. Magic sounds very distracting.
Tired.
Whatever. What is it? It's Celeste's turn. Celeste.
Yeah. Let's just turn.
Your turn.
Is Celestia back? No.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the huge beast.
What does that do?
Causes 3d6 psychic damage and makes it run away.
Awesome.
Cool.
Really like the runaway part.
I like the damage part.
Okay, but it's going to get a saving throw. So roll a d100, include your perception.
Int?
Int? I thought wisdom was perception.
Oh, it's wisdom based. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah. Perception then.
So 74 plus 4, so 78.
No, because he's casting the spell, his saving throw will be using its perception, but the spell, since he's casting the spell.
Oh, right. So you add your int, and he'll add his perception.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Oh, I add my intelligence?
Yeah, you add your intelligence.
Okay, that's 82.
Okay. You can feel it as you cast your spell. You can feel it almost want to run, but it doesn't quite go.
Does it still take the damage?
It does take the damage.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, if it makes a will save, on a failed save, it takes. On a successful save, the target takes half the damage. Okay. So roll your damage, 3d6.
All right.
Add your intelligence to whatever you roll.
Yeah, 3d6 plus your intelligence.
Cat. You're a kitty cat.
21.
How much?
21.
Okay, so he's gonna take. What's that? 11.
11?
Well, 21, and he takes half damage because he passed the will save.
I was like, I thought you were like accounting for armor. I was like, what? Armor doesn't stop.
Yeah, armor's not gonna stop that. He's gonna take all that damage.
Yeah, psychic damage.
Is it
I will save.
So you see his eyes twitching as he's taking the psychic damage. Okay, and now it is D. It's your turn.
Miss Fat Bottom. Make the rockin' world go.
All right, I'm gonna keep wailing at this one next to me because I keep failing, but it's getting personal now. So, oh Jesus, somebody save me! I just rolled a 39 for the D100.
All right, that is gonna hit.
Oh, okay, wow.
That's impressive.
So 8 moves.
The roll was very unimpressive.
Yeah.
One D6.
What are you trying to do?
Oh,
You
whoops, I
gotta
have
set
it on
that to
3.
1d6,
Yeah, shit,
yeah.
sorry.
So you
6
got a
plus
6. So you got a critical, right?
7. Yeah.
Oh, roll a d20.
13.
Yeah, roll a d20 now.
3.
Womp womp.
Okay. How much damage did you do?
Um,
13, right?
yeah.
6 plus 7.
Mhm.
Okay. So, as you two are struggling, you're gonna push it back. You're gonna do two quick slices to its chest, and it stops and it looks down at the blood pouring out of its chest. And while it's stunned, you jump up into the air, drive your sword up through the bottom of its skull, and it pops right out between its eyes. Its eyes roll
Ew.
back, and it falls lifeless to the ground.
That was
Nice.
oddly descriptive.
Take that, bitch, D says.
So kill it. Kill it dead.
Okay, it is now Henry, your turn.
Punching it.
You're punching it.
What are you punching?
The thing in front of me.
Punching the thing in front of you.
Whatever's next to me there. Back
Got it.
86.
It hits.
Excellent. 13 and a 14. 27.
27. The thing next to you was that one. Yep. So as it sits there struggling to breathe, you come in, you just stand on its foot, grab it by its neck, and just there's no finesse to it. You just beat it until its snout is limp like a rag and let it fall to the ground.
Excellent.
What
Ew.
if it speaks common?
It doesn't anymore. Its face is broken.
Like a
I'm
sock
asking
puppet.
about
The big one.
guy.
Oh, the big guy? No, he does not speak common.
Well, then,
tell
since
you
it's
that now.
dead, I'm going to use my move action to move one step closer to that guy, because I don't want to get rocks thrown at me anymore.
Oh, no, he's close enough not to throw rocks at you.
Yeah, but I'm not close enough to punch him.
Okay.
So if he engages me, I want to be able to punch him.
All right, let me get the dead dude out of the way here.
Do we level up?
Eventually, maybe.
Yeah,
Just a
I
vote?
do levels by merit
Yeah.
instead of experience.
I killed a guy.
Yeah,
I
but
killed 4 guys.
that's not merit. Means like when you guys complete a quest.
Okay.
Okay,
Is this a quest?
this is a quest. Yes, the
We are
quest to save the missing elf child. No, half elf child.
half of an elf
So as you move towards the big guy, the guy to your right is gonna take a shot at you.
Okay.
And get him a nudge. And the other's gonna whip by you and stick into the ground near your feet.
Okay.
And the big guy is going to he's gonna reach out and attempt to grab you.
Okay.
You're going to take your
Dodge?
since he's large, I believe you're gonna be grappling at a disadvantage.
I'm going to use my dexterity to roll this. 80.
Pretty good.
That's at disadvantage.
Yep.
Alright. He is gonna
Get out of the way!
oh, okay.
I've been drinking a lot of tea.
You've been drinking a lot.
They're diuretics. What do you want from me?
Alright, so he's gonna reach out to grab you, and you're gonna be able to evade his grab and just kind of slip out of his grasp before he can get a good hand on you. Right, and it is back to the elf who just stepped out to pee.
Elf P.
Elf P.
P. Pelf.
The Pelf.
That elf. The pelf. The pelf.
We'll get a name out of her once we're done fighting these freaks.
Good luck with that. It's had 2 days and hasn't named it.
Maybe when she levels up, she'll get a name.
What about Thielfia?
Elfia.
Yes.
Or Thielfium? The elf I am.
The hellfire. name fell.
No name Thealfium. It's actually not too bad for an old dude.
Or you stream, yeah.
Gonna have to make a. When I do my necromancer, it's gonna be a dark elf, and its name is gonna be No Name Thealfium. It's gonna be one of its spells too.
And having all those spells is way more exciting than all the stupid weapons. and
You
shit.
get spells at second level. Don't
Oh,
worry
that's
about
right.
it.
Do you mind filling this with scalding hot water?
I do not.
Spasiba, come. Don't worry, Tom. It was weird. Like, he turned it on and he was like, oh, fuck. Did you find pizza?
In the
Pizza
fridge.
in a Tupperware.
I do.
Where did you find pizza?
I do when there's wings and that ricey, beefy, fried cheese ball thing.
No, I want that.
I'm trying it.
Your turn.
Okay. No fireball.
Fireball.
Baba.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Roll for firebolt.
99.
Damn.
Is that a natural 99?
That's a 99.
All right, take your hit. It's a good roll.
Good rolls, yo.
It's D10 plus what?
Plus your ink. It's just 9.
11.
It's good rolls.
11.
You rolled the 2.
Never had a quilling. Damn it, I'll take
Oh yeah.
it's an Asian thing.
Right, your firebolt's gonna scrape across its chest, imparting most of its fire right across its front armor. But you're gonna smell a little bit of singed scale. Okay, it is now back to Celestia.
What's that one dude over there doing?
Okay, I guess I'll try to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the giant beast.
Okay.
What does that do?
That's what I'm looking up.
I presume it makes him laugh.
Creature of your choice must succeed a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for a duration. For the duration. The duration is up to 1 minute. The creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected. Oh. So if it's dumb, it's not affected.
It's too dumb.
Is
Oh
it dumb?
shit.
Uh-oh. I like how you said that, so as a matter of fact, like,
No, it wouldn't affect the little ones, but it does affect this one.
Woohoo!
Nice.
because it's smart, right?
A little bit smarter, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so it's got to make a will save. So go ahead and give me a D100 plus your int.
Oh my god, just say intelligence.
I like why?
83.
All right, and what's
There's
the
no
duration of this?
Where?
in the kitchen. You'll see it.
Alright.
Just bring the whole Tupperware.
Alright.
1 minute. Okay. So, as the creature's fighting, it begins to make a short series of rasping, clicking sounds. And then it starts grabbing its stomach and falls to its knees and tips over sideways, unable to control itself, apparently.
Yes.
Okay, it's now prone.
The
Awesome.
internet
Oh yeah, and
is
Celestia is
running
dancing all the while this is happening, by the way. That's how this is happening.
I show you a feature.
Huh.
Completely flapping.
That's a status effect, I guess.
Oh, okay. At least I can pick up my freaking longbow now. Maybe I'll finally hit something.
It's
Apparently, I
like
should-
rice with beef and cheese in the middle, and it's all deep fried.
Oh,
We gotta go back to the town so I can sell these shitty weapons.
Mhm.
Obviously, it's the weapons.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
Well, D, it's your turn.
Can't be the.
All right.
thing.
Get ready, bitch. You laughing bitch. I got my longbow now, bitch.
So take your shot at
Oh.
advantage.
What?
Roll twice.
You have advantage. That means you can
Oh,
roll
cool.
again.
Oh, this?
So since you got 36 that time, you probably want to roll again.
Yeah.
Well,
What the fuck? Oh, man. 18.
go
That's
go
rough.
with the 36 then.
All right, 36. 36. Let's go with the 36.
All right, prone as it is, your arrow just glances off its scales.
It's like, why am I even here? I should have just stayed at the tavern.
Poor Hobbit.
Henry, it's your turn.
Punch it.
Yep.
This is
And
rough.
he's prone, so he is definitely.
Damn right. I'm gonna punch it right in its lady parts.
All right.
What? Larynx? Larynx?
26? No, 90. Sorry. That was almost bad. I was like 26, 90.
So you go to punch it in the groin,
And its lady parts.
and you
Okay.
hit it.
Oh,
Apparently punching
But
it
how
works.
hard
Maybe I need
did
to
you
go
hit it?
closer to it and just start punching.
I didn't apply the right bonus, so that's
Does it have
not
balls?
actually.
hit.
It does.
Do your
That's the
damage.
nail.
Okay, kill it.
13,
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
12, 25.
25.
25 in the nards.
Rotten nods.
All right, so you just jump between its legs while it's giggling on the ground and start hammering on its groin. Apparently not knowing much about its anatomy, but yes.
Henry's drunk. He didn't know. He just tries.
Where is its actual
If you
penis?
punch hard enough, you'll hit them.
It's
It
one of
probably
the
has a
ones
vent,
that
right?
goes inside of it.
Oh.
Yeah, it probably
Punch
has,
the cloaca.
it has a vent. Yeah, punch it in the cloaca.
Yeah, it's reptiles have cloacas, don't they?
Yeah.
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 Just like a chicken.
So you're fisting its cloaca.
Nasty.
Punching it right in the cloaca.
Actually, I believe that part would be
You
called
poop
the
in
vent.
there.
Put my face right in the vent.
Vent is the nicer way to put it. And the less scientific.
The vent is the
Cloaca
part
sounds
that-
more sciencey.
Okay.
Well, cloaca is the
Celestia, give me
actual-
a roll plus and
Huh? A roll of
yeah,
one,
it's, on its
100?
turn, it's attempting to break loose from your spell.
All right. Plus intelligence,
Uh,
59.
I didn't move the mouse long enough.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
everybody's still there.
You still there?
He's rolling.
It doesn't turn everything off. It just turns off the monitor. Probably doesn't even kill the YouTube stream.
Maybe.
Who knows? Well, YouTube will.
Is your guy? Does the quail always do that, or is it just mad because it wants to be
Constantly.
bed?
Every
All day,
waking
every
moment.
day.
All day.
It never
Every
sleeps.
waking
I mean,
moment.
not really.
It's because Lisa stores it directly above the hens, so it can smell the hens, but it can't get to them, so it's angry
it
all the
doesn't-
Oh,
It
time.
doesn't matter where you
male.
put him. He
It
just does
doesn't
that.
matter. He just
So it's
makes
frustrated.
That noise.
What was your roll?
Oh.
59.
All right, so he's gonna stop laughing, and stand up.
Yo.
Oh, snap. All that ball punching.
Sorry, I
knocks my
tried.
senses.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Okay.
Yeah, all the
back
ball
to-
punching.
Back to the elf. Noname Thealphium.
Oh my god, stop it.
Do you know what Thealphium is?
You can do it.
The elf I am.
Oh my god. Another firebolt! Hopefully this one's stronger.
I agree.
Do it right this time.
59
That'll hit.
Nice.
for
So 12.
I'm gonna change this.
for 5 plus
Oh, 5 plus 9.
5 plus 9.
It's 14 damage.
14 damage.
Right? Your firebolt, as it's standing up, hits it right in the forehead, and you can see a few of its scales actually turn to ash and float off.
This is not effective.
Celestia, it's your turn. It's been quite effective. You've done the most damage, more than anybody else.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It doesn't do as much damage as the bow, but the magic, he doesn't get his armor for that. So it just goes right through.
All right, I'll attack with my
Oh
crossbow.
no, he gets armor for Firebolt. It's a ranged spell, which means it has to move and hit him. It's got to penetrate his armor. But psychic stuff, no. And lightning, no. His armor won't protect him from lightning. But fire, yeah.
He gets...
It's a physical attack. It's not going to go through his armor.
Do I have a lightning
All right, I
attack?
got 64 for
I thought I
crossbow.
got one. I guess
Okay,
not.
that hits.
No, because it
No, because I chose mage armor instead.
and stale.
It's alright, you've still done more damage than anybody else. And taking into account his armor, you're hitting him for almost 10 points of damage every round.
Technically, I haven't cast an.
You know,
Eight
except
damage.
when you're hitting the ground for 10 points of damage.
You did.
You said 8 damage?
Yep.
Okay. So your bow hits one of his scales, sticks in, and pulls the whole
Maybe I
scale
need
off.
to do that. I was just trying to draw attention to me, which clearly didn't work because I'm just standing over there.
Okay, D, it's your turn.
Why would you want to draw attention to yourself?
All right.
Punch it. Punch it some more.
I gotta keep trying, I guess. Might as well not back off now. Oh my god, why? Wait. We could do 2, right?
No, it's no longer at an advantage.
Oh, so I had gotten like a 2 or something. That's pretty bad.
I think it was a 3.
Yeah, 3, whatever.
Good lord.
Jeez.
That's not gonna hit. You shoot the fire. The
Yeah.
fire takes 8 damage. Henry, your turn.
Punches.
Hey, maybe they can't see in the dark. Keep attacking the fire.
89.
Okay, you're gonna hit.
Woohoo!
Are you still hitting its vent?
15. 14.
True, I guess
One was
more
a-
than
First one was
I don't
a
know.
crit, and
But
the
the
other was
arcade ones, you
16.
think they
I
just
know
yeah.
that they're smelly lizards.
Okay, keep in mind, large creatures are gonna have it reduced by 1 level.
I figured.
So you are gonna hit it in its kneecap repeatedly, and it's gonna have a slight limp after that.
Good. Fuck that guy. With my punches.
Okay, now it is
Creature's turn?
the creature's turn.
The creature.
Creature is swinging its club in a wide arc. Oh, there's nobody else around it, so it's only attacking you.
Okay. 110.
That is, yep, you're gonna hit.
Woohoo! Fuck that guy. 12.
Fuck your guy. Are you adding? What are you adding?
It's 20.
Oh, you added 20 to it? I thought you subtracted 20 from my roll.
Yeah, but he gets. Okay, so I get.
He's swinging a club at you, which effectively removes half your dodge bonus because of the size of the weapon.
Yeah.
So it should only be plus 10 for you if you're adding
no,
that.
No. Dodge subtracts from your roll, but I still get bonuses for punching stuff.
Alright, do your damage.
It's 12 and 12. 24.
Alright, so the creature's gonna swing at you in one last desperate attempt to take out the humans. And as the club passes by you and you deftly leap over it, you're gonna do a backwards heel kick and it's just gonna break its bottom jaw.
Yay!
Its eyes are gonna roll up in its head and it's gonna collapse into the fire
Excellent.
and just start roasting.
Wow. That was fast.
There's still
Still another
one
one.
left.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
I'm just gonna point at it.
It's fine.
Don't let it get
Bye-bye.
away.
It ran away.
Yep, it's running away.
Brave Sir Robin ran away. Bravely ran away.
Wait,
away.
he's dead?
Yeah.
He's dead. You guys
Punched
killed
him
him.
in his lady parts till he died.
I
And-
wanted to do a critical hit. I wanted to kill him.
Well, you didn't.
Mm.
I'm just glad I didn't die.
So what about the other one? Are we gonna go after it?
I mean,
No.
why not?
Yeah, why not?
Are we done? Are there still turns? Are we still in combat?
You are technically out of combat.
Okay, can I go up further in the cave?
I'm gonna collect the eggs.
Okay.
Henry's collecting the cave.
Okay, you're gonna start collecting the cave. You're going to go up further into the cave.
I can go see it.
And you're going up to where this campfire is, or where are you going? You can explore the whole cave now.
Take me up towards those eggs, even though I can't see them.
Which one? The big ones?
Yeah.
Okay, as you wander through.
I'm gonna collect all
Why
the
can't I
eggs.
move
Am I
you?
still glowing? I never
Can't do
turned
it on
that
that
off.
one. That's not the DM one.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm not on.
Am I still glowing?
What?
You are still glowing, yes.
Okay.
How do we move the map?
You like push with 2 fingers and drag it.
Alright.
That
So as you walk up to the largest nest of eggs in the area, you see a small prone body laying in the middle of the eggs.
Can I roll perception to see if she's alive?
You can.
You could also just poke her with a stick.
All right. I checked the body.
What do I roll?
D100.
And add your perception to it.
51 plus 10, so 61. 61.
Okay. It's a small child, half elf, and she's roughed up and barely breathing, but alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pick her up?
You can.
Alright. I'm picking her up.
Okay. You are now carrying the small child.
Where did I think
How many eggs do I collect?
Celeste,
We'll get to that later.
weren't you saying that you were doing something?
Celeste, what were you doing?
I said I was going to check the body, but it seems like you guys are ahead of me there. So,
Okay.
that's
Are you still you're
they're
still
worth
down
money.
with the dead creatures?
Give me a
Loot the bodies.
You gotta move your character.
give me an intelligence or an investigation roll. Josh.
57?
Okay. As you're searching through the various nests collecting eggs, you find what looks like a key.
Oh, I'm picking that up too.
There's something
Do you
in
have
Dwarvish
skin right
written
on
on it.
top of
I don't know Dwarvish. At least, well, I don't have
There's
any languages yet.
I don't know.
So I just
Oh,
assume I
this
don't know
one?
Dwarvish.
Okay.
Does anyone speak
Youth.
Dwarvish?
I don't know.
Anybody?
But
Bueller?
I don't really care. Stuff
Bueller?
like that.
Does anyone speak Dwarvish? I'm gonna take that as a no. So I've got a key. I'm just gonna stick it in every hole I can find.
You almost burned yourself.
That's. But alright, I guess
Okay.
my guy does have 3 intelligence, so I can
Alright.
apply it.
So you guys are searching the cave. Everybody give me a D100 plus intelligence for an investigation roll while you investigate this cave.
Oh crap.
D100.
65
Yes.
Plus what?
plus.
Plus intelligence. Oh, you already rolled your 56. You found
Oh,
a key.
If you
86
have
plus 9.
if you have the investigation skill, you double your int bonus, and then add it.
Okay. The elf.
99.
95.
You find a pair of keys in the large nest. They have dwarf letters on them, but both keys have the same letters on them.
Okay.
Whoever rolled the 99, you find a 4th key in one of the nests. And was that Celestial or D who rolled the 99?
D.
D. And Celestial, what'd
Should
you
I be
roll?
taking note? Wait, sorry. Should I be taking notes of this? Like, is this like to solve something?
It is, yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where the notes are in this thing.
I got a 32.
hell did the fourth person go?
Where do
You're
I write
still
notes?
on me, so you can't see anything.
No, I've clicked off of you. There's only 3 tokens. I can't even see it on the DM screen.
You might have stacked them.
D, did you
Did you
stack?
put it on
Oh.
top? They told you not to do it. And you
There
went,
we
yeah,
go.
yeah, yep.
Where am I?
I moved you up into the east.
Oh, okay, I see.
That would be
And
northeast.
you're over here.
For those who understand words.
All right. Am I like supposed to? What? I hate Max. How do you move?
How do you move?
Just click on your character and
Drag it.
just drag it.
There you go.
All
So
right,
where
put
you
me
wanna-
all the way up there. I don't know.
Up here?
Move me to the back of the cave. I want to find that other thing and
Back
kill
here.
it.
Okay.
Back
over
to
this
the back of the cave, all the way to the northeast.
far can you go?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'm going as deep as I can. That's what.
He's
He
going
said.
balls deep.
He's going deep.
Hey, there's a red
You
thing.
see a thing. What is that?
All right, you see part of a stone door in the way back of the cave.
All right, I yell, "Hey, did anybody find any keys?
I'm eating this.
No.
Anybody?
Celeste is the
Anybody
only
got
one
a
that
key
sees
to the
it.
door?"
Hey, I got a key, but I don't know. I mean, I don't remember the details of this key. I was gonna write it down, but then we got sidetracked.
All right, let's see if the key fits in the door.
I have a key.
We all need to move towards the door. And
All right, I'll stand here away from the door, and you guys all go see if your key's working it.
okay.
That sounds dangerous. I'll do it.
All right. So I have 2 keys. How many keys do you have, Josh?
1 keys.
You have 1 keys. I thought you had 2 keys.
No.
Josh has 1 key. D has 1 key. You have 2 keys.
How
Why'd
many
you guys
keyholes
just
are
leave
there?
all those
Well,
eggs?
Can we perceive the door?
Yes.
What's going on with the door?
yes. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
wait a minute, guys. This is suspicious. I don't think these lizard people are advanced enough for all these
98.
keyholes.
Okay, looking at the door, at first you can see there's writing on the door. As you focus on it, it slowly changes from dwarven runes into graceful elfish text, just for you.
Or Aryan?
Yes,
Yeah,
or
'Cause that's
Aryan
my
text.
native.
Yes. I don't think it's Aryan. I think it's a Rasian or something like that.
No, that's her race.
Yeah.
I am an Avriel.
Yes, it's a Varian, not.
No, it's Aryan.
It's Aryan.
That's the name of the language.
We're looking up. Anyways, it turns into my language. I can read it.
Yes.
What does it say?
Oh. It
Fine.
says.
If you jump at my food, I am backhanding you across the room.
It says to pass, submit, an emotion, 2 things, and a day.
So I get closer to the door and kind of touch the letters and then repeat what I just read.
As you touch the letters and run your hand across the door, 4 slots open up, about the same size as the keys. The first slot has some runes on it that are in Dwarven. The other 2 slots have more runes on them, but they're matching. And then the last slot has more runes on it that are different from the other 3.
I stick my 2 in the matching ones.
Okay. As you stick them in, they both change to Elven, to Avriel text. I just don't want to say Aryan text. Just sounds
Aryan.
bad.
It's not Aryan.
Okay.
A-U, correct?
Aryan.
Aryan.
Okay.
Oh.
Aryan.
Aryan.
Got it. It changes to your language,
Okay.
and you can see both of the runes spelled mother.
That's creepy. Mother dearest.
Okay.
It wants you to feed it the mother of the girl. We got to go get her.
I
Josh, so, D, you both
Well,
have
I got a
keys.
key too,
I
I
tried.
guess. I don't
I'm
know what
gonna
it looked
see-
like
I'm gonna
or if that
roll
matters,
intelligence
but
to see
here's
if
the
I'm
key.
smart enough to know which key to put it in.
Okay.
Get my guys down. I rolled 62. Do I know?
You realize that the text on the door matches the text on your key.
Alright.
You push the key into the slot, and you see the last slot sink in and set.
Okay.
D, your intelligence?
4.
Roll them.
There's only one keyhole left. You can't help but discover that you can put your key in there, even if you have to try several times to get it to work. As the last 2 keys sink in, the text changes. The keys merge together and a message appears on the door. It says, Happy Mother's Day.
Get the
Aw.
fuck out of here. That's the dumbest thing ever.
It's not Mother's Day anymore, though.
Yeah,
It's
because you guys
dumb,
took
not
so
even
friggin'
dumb.
long slaying all the creatures. Thanks a lot.
Hey, I mean, I was
Oh,
trying.
get
I
this
cast all my
child back to
spells.
its
Hey, this is
mother.
hard shit. We're new.
Yes,
Some of
but
us are new.
The
here,
door
so-
also unlocks and opens before you. A
It
burst of
opens before she does.
yes. A burst of fresh, cool air comes out, and inside you can hear dim sounds of laughter and human speech. But that is the end of tonight's session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next week there will be
I have
Yeah.
a half-dead child on my shoulder.
I'm upset.
we're
Nobody
getting
picked
we're
up
getting
the-
to that. This is the wrap up part of the session. At the end of the session I wrap everything up and
We're
put a
gonna have
nice
to
bow on
get
it.
some hospital bills on this.
Okay, let's do it.
So Doza, after hearing, all the shouting and fighting die down, would come running into the cave, see you carrying her child, and thank you profusely, taking her child in her arms, casting a healing spell to stabilize her, and then would take her back to the village.
What about us? Is she gonna heal
Yeah,
us?
what about us? I'm at 66 health.
Look,
She can only cast
I'm
like
a
2
hot
healing spells a
Catholic,
day.
much like a child.
You guys can take a long rest.
Yeah.
No, I don't sleep.
I'm ready
Then you
for a long
meditate for 4
rest.
hours and you're fine.
A nice 8 hours. I could use that.
Yeah, you guys are fine. So among the corpses and among the various meals that the lizards have had, you find the following items. You find 200 pieces of gold.
Woohoo.
You find 120 pieces of silver.
Woohoo.
Wait, is this
Wait,
each?
wait.
No,
Total.
this is total.
So I guess we
Okay.
split it between us. 50-50.
You find 10 of the lizard eggs.
Take them.
Each one is going to be worth 25 gold apiece.
How would we know that, though?
I do.
Well, the monk would know that because he's aware of the lizards. You all can roll intelligence to see if you realize that too.
I already realized I don't know jack shit about them.
Yeah.
We already did that. And
Yeah.
I decided that I wasn't sharing it because,
He's not sharing the information.
nope.
Right.
I'm Henry the Fancy
I'm
Butcher.
giving up my eggs. I don't want eggs.
Okay.
I will just keep all the eggs.
And she's a vegetarian anyway, so.
Okay. Who had the highest investigation roll? Who had the 99? That was D.
Yeah.
D, you find a small ring. It's kind of a dull gold, but you can tell with a bit of polishing it would be a nice gold ring.
Nice.
Holding it in
Found
your
ring.
hand, it feels warm in spite of the coolness of the cave.
Hey, you should swing it around to see if it's magical.
You swing around the ring. It swings.
Do I
Alright.
see the ring?
What does that mean?
Well, she's swinging it around, so
It's
yeah,
a
you can
normal
probably see the
gold
ring.
I'm just
So-
making a
so it's
stupid
like
round.
currency or something?
Detect magic?
You can detect magic.
Don't
Give me
worry
a
about it.
D100 plus intelligence.
99
Alright.
plus 9.
Well, the elf waves her hand, and all of a sudden, you would know that that ring is useful for detecting enemies within a certain distance, about 60 feet. It can detect them through walls, and it can detect them.
Does it have a name?
Bob.
It's the ring of sight. It allows you to see your enemies through walls up to 60 feet.
Cool.
So I now know what it is.
Yes, you know what it is.
Nobody else does.
Nobody else does.
Well, are you gonna tell the halfling what it is? I think she deserves to know.
Yeah.
No,
Man.
no, I'm gonna let her find out, or wait until there's a opportunity to use it and tell her.
So do I just wear it for now? I mean, what do I do?
You can do whatever you want with it. It's yours.
I'm just
You
gonna
picked
put it on my
out.
hands, nice and warm. Makes my hands
Yeah,
feel
it's
warm.
nice
They're
and
always
warm.
cold.
A hand
anyways.
warmer.
So you got a fancy new ring.
Got a fancy new ring. I got money, punches. So what is my character gonna do?
Your character is going to be recalled as soon as you guys start to take a rest. One of the other
You went
acolytes
off.
is going to come into the cave and tell you that you're needed back at the monastery.
You went off to sell your eggs.
All right, so who got
Or at the dojo,
Celestia
whatever.
humbly requests 1/4 of the spoils?
I'm gonna take that money and bring it back to the dojo.
Here you go.
I do not require any of the spoils.
You don't want money?
What?
I don't need it.
Yeah, you do. What are you gonna do? Eat grass?
I
Dirt?
already have some money.
You have, but this is a lot of money.
Why do I need more than I already have?
I mean, if you don't want it, you can donate it to the dojo, and the dojo will be very grateful for your contribution.
You're gone.
Well, I mean, I will be. After I take that money.
I have no reason to keep any money. I already have some money to keep me going for a while.
Well, it's 12:30. You guys should figure out how to divvy up all the loot. If one of you wrote it down, that's great, because I almost immediately forgot everything.
It works out to about, I wrote down 50 gold each and then 50 silver each.
It was like 50 gold each or something, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 50, it worked out to about 50 gold, 50 silver.
Where's the money on this paper?
Down at the bottom center.
Gold, is that here?
Yeah,
I
GP.
would rather have
50.
the
What was all the others?
I don't remember.
skill levels increase and
What?
be able to obtain more knowledge than have
You can read a book.
gold.
You can read a book.
Well, when you guys are finished the quest, most likely you get a level.
Are we done the quest?
This is the first leg of the quest. You found the door, and beyond the door is the rest of your quest.
Door!
That spells.
All right, cool. That was fun.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
pretty good.
Glad you guys had a good time.
Yeah.
Next
Sorry,
week,
I had no clue what I was doing at first.
no worries. Next week we'll have another session, and this time you guys will discover what is behind this ancient dwarven door.
Is it usually on Saturdays or is it always on Sundays?
Sundays.
I guess.
Saturdays at 7.
Well, usually it's earlier, so I'll just try to cook an earlier dinner or something. Usually it doesn't go on this late.
Yeah, usually it ends at 11.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
All right, yeah, I can do that. All right, cool.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Appreciate it. It's good to meet you both.
Yeah, likewise.
See,
Yay!
All
we did it.
We
right,
did the
cool.
thing.
Well, I guess we'll talk to you next week.
Alright.
See you next week.
Sir